All right, all right.
Why does?
I've been thinking. I want you to
Wait
be
a minute.
happier. I want
Oh,
you
there we
to
go.
be happier. Yeah. And we live in this bitch. Oh, we're getting echo on your end.
Who in?
You.
You got an echo.
Yeah, we got an echo, man.
You shouldn't have one.
And it happened in the scene in the money when the scene in the morning.
I don't know why you got. You still have it?
Let me see. Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. You shouldn't have one. You didn't have one before.
Hmm. Yeah, I can hear it. You are you using your headphones?
Uh.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm supposed to have my headphones. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta find my AirPods. Lord Jesus.
Lord Jesus. Yo, yo, what's good, everybody? Everybody is in the building, man. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's good, everybody, man? Hey, you already know, man. Man, we already got 2 dislikes? Jesus Christ. 13 likes? I like that. Yo, yo, what's good, everybody, bro? Everybody in the
Is we
building, man.
live?
Yeah, we live, bro. We live, man. We live up in this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the peoples and the peoples with the peoples and the peoples in it, bro.
And the
What's good,
peoples.
y'all? Yeah, yeah.
What's good, everyone?
Oh man, what's good? What's good, everybody? We got a few people in here, man. We got I hate Nike sneakers. We got Mr. Green in the building, Betos. We got Jules in the building. We got GZ 50, oh not 509, GZ 2.3 in this thing. We got HTX Life. We got Rico in the building. We got Rodney. What's good? What's good? Big Perm. We got Andy. What's good, Andy?
Hey, Drizzy. Hey, HTX.
Yeah, we got I'm Gucci in the building. You already know, man. Hey, HTX says Tops should be arrested for getting a haircut, bro. I had to, bro. I had to. Hey, so welcome everybody, man. We got Chicago Kicks in the building too as well, man. We got, bro. We live, bro. We in this thing, man. Like that, bro. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. And I appreciate you guys pulling up, man. Definitely I got something going on today, man, and it ain't no other better day. I was trying to hold back a little bit, but I'm so eager to put it out there, because I'm all about the sneaker community, man, at the end of the day. Um and I want to have a sneaker battle on my channel, man, and I want to get the best I want to get your guys opinion on this whole sneaker battle thing that's going on through YouTube. Shout out to Who Has the Heat, E Money, Retro Queen. They inspired me to do this. I don't know if you guys know, I was on their sneaker battle and it didn't go too well for your boy. But, it is what it is. I was able to learn from my mistakes, even though I went in there to have fun and stuff like that. So I figure, man, if I could bring in some people to do a sneaker battle over here in Tops World's channel, it's going to be called Tops. It's going to be called TW Sneaker Battle. All right. So, I'm just waiting for a few people to come in here and, say what's up to each other and stuff like that. And, let you guys know what is heading for with this sneaker battle, man. And I got my girl, Renee Richardson, in the building. I'm waiting for a few other people to pull up. But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking great, man. And I want to know you guys' thoughts and opinion about these things, man. Hold on a second, because I got to send a few emails to somebody else too as well.
Hey, Chicago Kicks.
So let's see. See if I can get somebody else to join in. Let me see.
Hey, Betos.
Yeah, what is his email? Oh, there it is. She wants Chanel. She want the Gucci. And then the Highland and the fucking the booty. On the back, in the back, in the back, in the back, in the back.
Keep your day job.
What you
Keep
mean,
your
bro?
day job.
In the
That will not
front,
be your next
in
profession.
the back seat, and relax me. Yeah.
Well,
All right, so we good. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So let's get this thing popping, man. Let's get this show popping, man. Welcome everybody. Once again, it's your boy Topz over here at Topz World. Make sure you guys go check out everything I got in the description below. You already know, man. But also too as well, man. I got a shout out to the new um team of affiliation. We got Vote 813 on IG, man. Make sure y'all guys go check them out, man. Vote 813 is part of the team now, man. You know what I'm saying? We rocking with your boy. So shout out to them. Make sure y'all also go as well. Check out Goat Shoe Cleaner, man. Go over to goatshoecleaner.com and go get that fire shoe cleaner, man. Use Topz World YT to save yourself 15% off your purchase, bro. And shout out to everybody who's purchased with my promo code. That means a lot. It goes a long way, man. And also, too, as well, shout out to SolePremise sneaker bags as well. I will be adding another sponsor in this joint too as well. You guys are very familiar with them. Is Snooch Customs over there on IG, man. They be gonna be rocking with the whole they're working on my embroidery hat right now because it's being cooked. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Renee, man. Renee, I see you're muted over there. How you doing today, Renee?
no, I'm here.
How's your day been? How's your day been today, Renee? Huh? How's your day been?
Hectic.
Hectic?
It's
Same
been
here, man.
hectic.
A lot of stuff has been going on,
Hectic.
man.
Still working.
I hope everybody's day has been as great as mine on the chat. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and talk about this sneaker battle,
Did
man.
you
And
mute
basically,
yourself again, Tops?
no, I didn't mute myself. Why? You can't hear me?
Can't hear you.
Can y'all hear me? The chat hear me? Can the chickity
Nope,
chickity
I
chat
can't
hear?
hear you.
Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, they can hear me. I'm loud and clear, bro. I'm loud and clear. Yeah.
Hold on.
Girl, you better reset your shit. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get going, man, so I don't hold these people back. It says you good to me. Hell yeah. Man, shout out to D Howard in the building, man. Salute to Daniel Blake too as well. Who else? Who else? Who else? Tamia for life. Shout out to the SRT gang. But yeah, man, basically your boy's
I
excited,
can't
man.
hear you, Tops.
You can't hear me? All right, how about you back out and come back in?
All right.
All right. So yeah, man. Basically, long story short, man, your boy is working on a sneaker battle, man. You guys saw the title up in this thing, and you know, basically, how it's gonna go down is we're gonna have two people battling, and we're gonna have four judges in the panel, bro. So we're gonna go ahead and give you guys the questions before the sneaker battle, so you guys can be ready with your sneakers. I might have to repeat myself. Hold on. Renee,
Yep.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, perfect. So basically, what's gonna happen is the sneaker battle is gonna be two people battling, right? Just like the normal. And then we're gonna have four judges in the panel. Hopefully, we can have four judges in the panel. I'm working on having some heavy hitters in the game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to bring in some heavy hitters up in this joint. And I'm trying to make it different, man. I'm trying to be unique in this whole thing. And we're trying to make this thing on and popping, man. Shout out to Feats and Treats in the building as well. But yeah, definitely is something that is different. I want to make it different. I know a lot of people been doing it different, like who has the heat. UBK has been doing that knockout. That's pretty dope. I'm loving that. So UBK, keep doing that. Also too as well. I seen
Hey, Feeds.
I seen a few people doing sneaker battles like on IG. I believe like Tony D2 Wild, he's been doing it too as well. A lot of people been doing it, man, and I think it's fair enough for somebody else to do it too as well. I think it's more entertaining. It gives people more interaction to what to do. Hey D, you ready? Let me get a thumbs up if you're ready. All right. We good.
What's good, bro? What's good?
We got my boy the Vintage in the building. You already know.
What's going on, everybody?
So, bro, you pretty much know the rules. Was how it's gonna go down. Four judges. Is the Vintage gonna be a judge? See, look, they already knew what's up, bro. Hopefully, if he cut that check, if he cut that check. Shit, I might even have Feats and Treats become a judge one night of the sneaker battle. You know what I'm saying? We're probably gonna do
I hate Nike sneakers. What's good? Hey, what's up, Feats and Treats?
I'm thinking about bringing her in there. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody different, man. Women, bro. That's one thing I'm looking forward to, because right now women are in a hot seat right now with this whole sneaker battle thing.
Man, I'm gonna have my girl come on there and whoop all their ass.
There you go, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Let me stop.
So I want to have women in here battling, giving their opinion about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Have a women in the panel, like Renee, people like Feats and Treats, like Word Customs, people like them to, basically be a judge up in this thing,
She's talking about some she could try. Nah, she ain't up there yet. She gonna be there soon though. She's gonna be there soon. I'm helping her out. But that should say Topz, I'm about to make a OnlyFans and do a strip sneaker battle. That should be funny, boy.
Yeah. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if anybody can, please reach out to other people and let them know what's going on. Hit me up on Instagram on the DMs, and or either me or Divinage or Renee. Hit us up on the DMs and let's get this thing popping. I also have AJ too as well, Ty 87 Kicks. If you guys don't know who he is either. He's my boy also too as well. I have Zaya too as well, that he's probably going to be, in this whole thing too as well. So I'm super excited, man. I'm super excited about this. Something different. So basically this is how it's going to go down, y'all. Like, these are my rules. Maybe you guys want to switch something up, and if you guys like it, give me a thumbs up in the chat.
Yeah, hit that like button. I ain't hit it yet.
So basically, long story short, is going to be, you're going to get 6 questions. So it's going to be 6 rounds. All right.
I'm listening. I'm going to take a phone.
Yeah, go ahead. So it's going to be 6 rounds, right? And then you're going to get all 6 questions ahead of time. So that means the day before the sneaker battle, you're going to get all 6 questions. So the day of the battle, you can come with your sneakers already by your size for that question. All right. So the next thing is going to be, as the question goes about, I don't know if you guys saw what was the one that Kais and Hess Kicks was on Complex. Okay, so they were on Complex and they had honorable mention sneakers. So I was thinking about, if you don't have a sneaker or you don't think it's too good for that question, you can bring in like an honorable mention, something, that's close to the question that you're getting asked, to help you out to win that round. You know what I mean? If it's a tie or something like that, and then if your honorable mentions is still not working out, then it'll go to the chat for the votes. You know what I mean? So basically, if we have four judges, right, and we are gonna scale that shoe 1 through 10, of course, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. What if, and it is a tie? Let's say the Vintage voted 10 for one sneaker, for both sneakers or whatever, 10 for one sneaker. I voted 10 for another sneaker, and Renee, you voted 10 for that one sneaker. So that one sneaker person has 30 points, and then Joe shows his other sneaker, and we voted 10 for that sneaker and 10 for that sneaker, and he voted 10 for that sneaker. Then we'll go to the chat to do the tiebreaker. You feel me?
Oh, okay. He says it should be 7 or 5, no tiebreaker.
7 or 5, no tiebreaker. All right, hold on.
Oh, then she says, "Oh, number system." Okay.
But hold on, that's that. I like the 5 or 7 rounds, right?
Yeah.
5 or 7 rounds. All right, 5 or 7 rounds. That sounds good. We could do something like that. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Questions like, what sneaker is a smash or a ghost?
What do you say? Oh, smash and go sneaker. Slides.
I hate
Yeezys.
Nike sneaker says, then add a bonus round.
Okay.
Oh, okay. If he says that was before she knew it was a number system.
Number 6.
Bro, you should give out. You should give out like money.
Yeah, that's definitely something that I'm gonna probably do. I'm probably gonna be doing like
people like donate for the cause, you know, like what Tory Lanez is doing. He got motherfuckers sending him $20,000 for girls to shake their ass.
He says send the link, Topz.
Hold on. I'm gonna text you, Feats, real quick.
You get what I'm saying?
Mr. Laced Up, Fresh Prince. Who else we got new in here? Jay Hernandez.
What's good, Fresh Prince? But you get what I'm saying on Topz?
Was that? Say it again. Repeat it.
Like you know, Tory Lanez got people like donating money for his whatever it's called, and people's like giving them money to give to the winners. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't gotta all come out your pocket or everybody's pocket.
That's true. Well, also too, we got Big Z Kicks in the building. Shout out to Mr. Laced Up, man. He hit your boy up with the $3.99.
See,
man.
that $3.99 could have went to a pot.
Yeah, there you go. So, okay, I got it now. Oh, that's self-explanatory. Hey, what's your email? I got it now. All right, hold up.
Zano Bars was good, bro. G-Eazy, what's good, bro? That's my guy.
Who Jeezy?
I wish I had like 100,000 more of him. No homo. Kind of sound kind of weird, but he always come through, show the love on the videos.
Oh yeah, he shows everybody with some love.
Yeah, man. All I need is 100, no homo, 100 more thousand of him. That'd be lit.
Hell yeah.
Business will be booming.
Shit. Life will be too good, goddammit.
Hey, Alexander.
Alexander's up in this joint? That's my bro, man.
Oh, boy.
All right, I sent it. All right. So basically, these are something that I've always wanted to do, man. Ever since Who Has the Heat, man. Shout out to them. You know, I thought that was a dope idea. E-Money, bro. He's a smart ass dude. But a lot of people has asked me too as well, like, you know, after what I went through, like what I do, when I was like, yeah, because I want to do a like literally an unbiased freaking sneaker battle. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all.
I heard you. I was watching it. I was watching your Instagram live. You was going in.
On my Instagram live? Which one? That I just did with Mr. Miller?
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't really going in. It's facts.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel you.
Snap, what I miss.
Just, you know, a bunch of, I don't want to do, if Topz want to, if it's okay, if Topz want to talk about it, it's cool. I don't want to deviate from what you
could.
You
You could is just
No, we ain't gotta
Like,
talk about it. I just brought it up.
Too much
I
detail,
just brought it
but
up. She was like,
it's good, but you can also speak your mind too as well. It's just, you know, I try to keep it respectfully. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and
And it's
there's
just people
nothing wrong
touch
with
our
that.
buttons, and
Mhm.
people touch our buttons, and then that's where it falls off. You feel me? Because at the same time, you want to be quiet because you're like you're not with that shit, and then at the same time, you're like, bro, but I want to give you what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
you're like
And
sometimes.
that's the thing. I think that's the new question that's being circled around the community. Like, what is going to be the men's response? Because it's always the response that, oh, well, women should just not say nothing. And it's like, why do we always have to not respond? Why don't you guys tell the men, hey, just don't be disrespectful? Why is it's like you try to cover a gunshot wound with a Band-Aid. Like, don't tell me to not respond to something when you don't even take the time to tell the person who's saying it from the beginning, hey, maybe you should shut up.
Yeah.
Or it's rude, it's disrespectful. Leave it somewhere else.
Oh,
They don't even do that, but then want to come to us and be like, oh, well, just don't respond to it. Well,
yeah, just one thing I'm gonna say is if you're gonna give your opinion, give it respect, like do it respectfully, you know, especially if it's a woman behind, because you gotta remember you do got a mom, you feel me? You know, a lady did give birth to us, so that's why I've always respected women. I'll never disrespect women. You know, me and Feets have had our differences, and I've never disrespected her. You know what I mean? It's not my cup of tea. I didn't need to. You know what I'm saying? She had her opinion about things, and I had my opinion. And we moved on.
and that's
Right?
the thing too, and that's why I like, because like I said, I've had disagreements, or I didn't agree with maybe something someone might have done or said. But it's nothing to have a conversation or, hey, that's just how you felt about it. Cool. I know Topz is not a hateful individual. He's not a mean person. He doesn't have like a mean character. That's not something you definitely get from him on screen or when you actually see him, because I've met Topz in person as well. And
for a lot of
I
them
think
in Dallas,
people, you know, we think they're one way, but then once we get into that real life, those type of characters get to show really quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're at a point where, you know, women are always on the defense. We always have to defend ourselves. When we do, it's the, oh, now you're an angry black woman, versus having a lot of the men who support us in our DMs after the fact. Why all of the support privately when we're getting so much public disrespect?
Yeah.
Everyone gets quiet in the chat, or, you know, if they don't agree, they'll just get quiet and not say anything. And then they'll wait till the live is done. And then, hey, all that stuff he said was really messed up. You know, we rock with you and yada, yada, yada. Why didn't you say none of that in the goddamn live? I don't want to hear it after.
Right.
Got you.
So I think now at the point where we're not expecting men to fight our battles, but we don't want to hear the after effect of it either. If you're not going to stand 10 toes down when it's happening, don't tell me about it after.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's true. You're right. We got Gator Forever Alexander in the building, man. Salute to everybody pulling up, man. I appreciate you guys hitting that like button, and also too as well that dislike too as well. I see that. But hey, man. So Feats, man. This is my idea. So like basically, the people that are gonna enter, I'm gonna talk to them individually and see what they like. Yo, like I just want to know what is your collection like? You know what I'm saying? Is it like GRs? Is it hype? You know what I'm saying? So I know not to.
You know what to ask based on certain battles too, because you can be prepared for what questions you need to ask based on the collections of the competitors.
Exactly.
So they were a little too far ahead, in my opinion, as far as giving the questions. I think it leaves room for people to swap sneakers or go grab a sneaker from someone that's close. Or I think 10 minutes, 15 minutes before you go live, you know, we always prep our guests for a live. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Before you go live, 15-minute prep session. You can figure out what their collection is beforehand and have your questions ready 15 minutes before. Give them the questions, and now they've got the next 15 minutes to figure out what shoe they're gonna pull out.
So okay, so you're saying provide the question to the people that are battling 15 minutes before,
like right before, because that's how Who Has the Heat used to do it when I was on it. We got the questions right before, so we already had in our minds what we could grab. Granted, there was no timer, but I didn't think that was even in question to need because of, you know, it be us getting the questions right before. So we didn't have to, you know, spend 2 minutes picking a sneaker because we already knew kind of in our head what we were gonna go with.
All right. So
And I don't think there's nothing wrong with someone. I got a question and I'm now changing kind of what I want to use for it last second, as long as it's my sneaker. I think when you give the questions too early, you leave room for them to go grab stuff that isn't theirs. But I have no problem with if you read me a question 15 minutes before and I say I'm going to use my Space Jam 11s. But then when the question gets read on screen, I pull something else. That's all still my collection. So
yeah,
I think there's nothing wrong with pushing your sneaker. And of course, you're going to pull certain sneakers depending on if you're up in the battle, if you're lower, because you don't want to do too much because you got the whole battle to go. You want to last the battle in a sense. So I don't think there's nothing wrong with pushing your sneaker as long as they're your sneakers you're switching.
Those shit towards lax, bro.
Those SB are dope. Hey, Miguel Theo Miguel, what's good, Papi?
Hey, you heard me, Topz?
What's good?
You should just keep it lax, man. I think this shit's getting way too serious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like something
First
lax,
of all,
you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be doing a legit check before the battle.
Make sure
first of all, the whole thing is everybody wants to battle for fun. It's just I think people watching, they turn it into, well, are you a sneakerhead? Are you not a sneakerhead? What you have, what you don't have. And I think that changes everything about every battle there is. Because it makes people not interested in battling that normally probably would.
Yeah.
And it takes the fun away. And people was like, well, I'm not getting into that. So you have to make it fun. You got to make it interesting for people to even want to be in it.
Fun. Just be consistent with it, because it's like you can't, like even your battle, you can't use the timer one round, not use it another round. You know, like even if you're gonna make it more structured or whatever the case is, even if you're
I don't want to add a timer. That's why I'm giving the questions ahead, so it could just be.
And yeah, I think the no timer thing is honestly better. I think they added that. I don't know, maybe for like a more of a wow factor, because it wasn't always like that. When I did it, there was no timer. We got the questions right before. Right. And I think that eliminates a lot of, you know, but again, I think that does bring a wow pressure factor to it, because it's like, oh, you got 90 seconds. What you gonna do, you know, like a game show. So I think that's probably the main reasoning behind it, was to give it a more of a wow factor element to the show, which is fine and that's cool. But I would just be consistent with how you're going to run when you get those type of structures that you add to it. Facts. Make it clear, concise, and clear cut.
Henry, man, let me know in the chat, bro. Let me know in the chat. Put it there in the chat.
Drop them ideas, man.
Yeah, give me some ideas. Tell me what you guys would like to see from a sneaker battle. Do you guys like the ideas we're talking about? Like, you know, because you guys, I know I'm gonna have judges, but I still want you guys to be interacted, because this is the thing though, because I'm trying to make the sneaker battle unbiased as possible. Like, because I want females to come in here with no problems, show their sneakers, because, you know, maybe, you know, like I feel like having a women and like two girls battle, I think that's good enough. You know what I'm saying? It kind of solves a lot of crap that goes on. You know what I mean? And having a battle between two females I think is a good battle. You know, because bro, I'm looking at these females on IG, bro, and their sneaker battles is like, it's popping, bro. Like their sneakers in general is just nice.
Yeah,
popping. They got a unique
collections.
And you know, the people I want to battle, I want them to have more options, like, you know, Air Forces. Bring out them Hirachis. I want to see them.
Yeah,
I want to see Adidas.
Bring out whatever you have.
You can have the sneakers, but that doesn't mean it's gonna appeal to the crowd. And you know, I don't think there's nothing wrong with. I don't think there's nothing wrong with what I'm about to say, but you know, that crowd at Who Has the Heat is very Jordan brand.
Yeah, that's what I felt like.
So it's like there are some Yeezys that are better than Jordans. There are some Air Maxes that are better than Jordans. There's plenty of sneakers that are better than Jordans that they would pull out, but you're forced to pull out a Jordan because
The chat
it's
like
what
Jordans.
that will fall to. If you pull out anything against the Jordan, 9 out of 10 times, unless it's like a super limited shoe, it's gonna lose against that Jordan.
Yeah.
Facts. But
Being a
here's the
sneakerhead is
question.
more than Jordans, man.
Shout out to Tromageddon for the $1.99.
Hey Tro, are UAs allowed in the battle or not? Tro,
Hey,
get out of here.
Look, bro, let me tell y'all something, bro. Like, cause that's another thing that's been going on. Like, bro, if you're known for fake sneakers, like, don't even join a battle, because if you're known for it, then you're gonna get bashed. Like, you feel me? Like, oh, we can have a UA battle. You know what I'm saying? Two people that have UA sneakers, we can do that too.
Hey, you see what Easy Craze said? That's a good point.
Was they just
But
saying that?
you know what? I agree with Zaya because I feel like you have plenty of dope females that can go against some of the, the
I don't
guys
think
out
shoes
here
got
that
nothing to do
have
with
the
being a
most
male or female.
ultimate collections out here. I
Yeah.
feel like you have some females
think-
that can battle against the best of the best.
Mm-hmm. And the issue is, I think what, and I just speak on Spence take two, because with my sneaker queens, right? That was mainly created because there was no. You see Zaya show, you see.
I wonder.
I think they're the most tasteful as far as that lane goes. They're the most tasteful. And you see like other stuff, all these other podcast shows, like how Topz is live right now. People did shows. When I was kind of starting YouTube, and maybe Renee, you can attest to it, because I feel like you was in the YouTube as far as like a viewer before me being on the YouTube as a creator. And and like there was no show by women for women that included women.
No, there wasn't.
Okay, so I know I wasn't bugging out when I had that thought process. When I came into the YouTube space, I felt like I could go watch, Skinny or whoever, but even outside of drama, like there was no women, let's just kick it podcast.
No.
For women to go on and, or even men that either had a woman as his guest that was a lead and not his shadow, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like there was nothing that represented or wanted us apart. So I created something for that women could have, a women clubhouse. I'm not saying men aren't allowed, but it's the first place women can come to as a sneakerhead, being a woman. If they choose to. If they want to hear from people that look like them, if they want to chop it up with other women and kiki with their girls, and it not be a male-dominated push conversation, because we more of a kiki type of style, then it's, why not have that in rotation with all the other guys that have something as well? So even when it comes to the battle, too, I suggested, hey, why not start a female, sneaker battle league? It's not to say that I feel like we have to separate ourselves from men, but I'm tired of trying to sit at the table with men that disrespect me.
Exactly. And that's the same thing, I was telling Topz and those that, kind of been following from the beginning. I come from the era back when we had to camp for Jordans or a special release, anything like that. Not where you got to go through raffles and apps and all that. I've stood outside in lines. I stood outside overnight freezing. So I respect the game that much more. So don't tell me I haven't camped out like a man or anything like that to get what I want. So I deserve a seat at the table just as well, because just as well as a guy put in the work, I put in the work just as well.
Hey, I'm gonna hit up Word real quick on IG, see if she wants to come through. Because I like her mindset. You feel me? Not because of anything. I just like her mindset. I just want to see her opinion on it. And shout out to the Vintage for sharing this, man. Hell yeah. And I just want to get her perspective. That's why I got my boy the Vintage, and I brought Renee. Sorry. I brought Renee over there. So okay, she just went up live on her Instagram.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
She did.
Either way, I'm just gonna send her because maybe when
I
she's
just sent her a text because we're in a group chat, so I just sent it to her just in case she decides.
All right, cool. So yeah, I seen it, Henry. Let me see.
But I just feel all in all, and I know Jules said something about it. Jen might have had something for females. I don't know who Jen is or what she did, but at the time when I was looking for it, I didn't know Jen had something if she did have it going on at the time I was looking. But I didn't see nothing. I created a space.
I don't even know who that is, so I didn't see that.
Yeah, me neither.
And
I think a lot of us didn't.
I think a lot of women don't know what a lot of women sneakerheads do because we're so detached from one another. That's another reason why I started it, so we can have a place to all dump and meet each other. You know how many women I see communicate with each other after seeing them in my chat that they didn't even know about each other?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
There's a lot of like women right now that I'm seeing that I've never seen before. This whole thing that's going on or whatever. But yeah, I was like, yo, and then I started checking their Instagram and I was like, oh shit, cool. You know what I mean?
And their collections is smack. I know some girls that can rumble with Unbreakable. Like they got heat. It's a lot of girls with a lot of top-notch collections out here, but they don't get that shine because they're not trying to be in that drama. And that's another thing that I feel like really keeps the women off of the YouTube. Look at what we having to now have to be subjected to. It's like every couple of months, every time a strong woman has an opinion, it gets turned into a salty and a this and your tampons and what the hell does one have to do with the other?
That's true. But look, check it out. So what I'm doing right now is I'm ignoring it. You know what I'm saying? I ignore it. I let it be. And like I said, I was like, bro, screw all them. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna hate regardless. They're gonna do what they're gonna do at the end of the day. I feel my opinion on that, and my opinion on that is that I think they're hating because the women got a way better collection than them people that are talking bad about the women. You know what I'm saying? I felt a lot of these sneaker battles can go a different way. Like my battle, for an example. If my questions were different, my battle could have probably been a little bit different. I know I would have lost regardless, but I think I could have probably had one W in that battle. I could have at least won one round if I had a better question. And that's why questions like, I don't know, man. I just feel like, and two also as well, when you match up people that are battling, I can't match up the vintage with somebody that has a PE collection. You know what I mean? That I know of.
You have to take into considerations the actual collections that are battling, because if you have two people on two way different scales, it's like what the hell. But then when you look at Breeze and what the sneakers battle, everyone figured Bree would have won. And let's be honest, he himself said Bree should have won, but because of all the inconsistencies, the rules ended up being in his favor.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So and shout out to what the sneakers, bro. To be up in a battle, like all these people talking smack, to be up in a battle, bro. I was nervous, man. I was like, I was sweating. Like, you see how I'm normal right now, bro. I literally, I had a fan like on the corner of me. Like I was nervous, and people were like, like IBA and stuff like that. They were like, "Yo, Topz, you better come in heavy." I'm like, all right, yeah, cool. But I didn't go in there to like, because I already knew who I was battling. I'm like, no matter what I took out, I was gonna probably get beat or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Also too as well, I had a lot of people that hate on me that was there too as well. So, and then the whole Air Max thing, that was something that they took way overboard. I fucked up.
I was so confused after that happened. Because I could have sworn you and IBA was like cool.
Yeah, we cool. I don't have a problem with IBA.
Okay, because I felt like he was like the front runner of the whole.
But IBA, but he is. But he's I'm gonna let him talk what he has to talk. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Just he kept it respectfully. You know what I mean? And that's where
respectful.
Most of it, yes. Most of it, yes, and I know the other was more trolling than anything else. It wasn't enough for me to be like, bro, you're an asshole type shit. Like,
I mean, I feel everybody different. Everybody friendship is different. Me personally, I'm not trolling my friends. I'm not making stuff like that of my friends. Like I'll leave that for somebody else to make, but I'm not gonna make it. Like it's different if I joke about it and maybe partake. Maybe I might share it because it's funny overall, but I wouldn't be the creator of it. I wouldn't be the fire starter.
Yeah, so and I already knew what was coming, what it was hitting for, but I went in there for the intention of having fun. You know what I mean? I went in there to have the intention of having fun and kicking it with the people that don't know who I am is another way to promote your channel. It's called networking. You know what I mean? But then when you go to so I went over to Rep Milwaukee's live right afterwards, and when they brought up the whole Air Max situation, and I fucked up. I admitted it. You know what I mean? I admitted to it, and I still got bashed by it. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of what,
because my interpretation watching it, I just felt like when they asked it, you thought of classic Air Max models, and the models really didn't enter your head.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was thinking too.
Because even if you look at it, you could tell you weren't trying to be sneaky about it. Like you literally just looked and was like, I don't got no Air Max. Like,
yeah, my response was
like, I don't got none.
I ain't got none. Like to me, an Air Max is like a 90, Air Max 1. You know what I mean?
And it is an Air Max though, at the end of the day. But as far as it's one of those things where it might have been wrong, but I understand. You do have an Air Max, but I understand why you said what you said.
An original Air Max.
Because my initial thought when I hear, oh, what's your Air Max, is those classic silhouettes, 95, 98, whatever. So Air Max 1. So, I can see why you would kind of immediately go to that, like, oh, I don't got none. Even though you do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
that. Alexis TW means Topz World. It's my
so let me ask you guys this question. So do you guys think everybody is seeing hype? Most people want to see OGs
and hype sneakers.
I think it's half and half when it comes to that chat, because you definitely got people like Miss DMV Soul, and she going for the OGs. She like to see the OG. But I think who has the heat or who has the hype, and heat does not always mean hype. And I think as a community, we really don't challenge that heat versus hype line. We automatically, it's unfortunate, but everything that comes with the name attached is automatically tossed into the hype because of the limited availability of it. But
shout out
it
to
really,
the Maverick. Shout out to the Maverick.
Yo, Topz.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go chill with the fam, man. It's about to get late.
All right, man. Do your thing, brother. Thank you for coming.
Let me know, man. I'm gonna hit you up, Feats.
All right, Vintage.
By the Vintage.
So, basically, he has, there should have been more like Air Max. Air Max falls in a bunch of categories. They could fall under basketball shoes, baseball shoes, runners. You know what I mean? So I felt like it could have been, hey, what are your favorite Air Max or your Air Max 90s, like 90s, like, 95, 96, or hybrid Air Max, you know what I mean? So, because a Jordan 3 has Jordan 3, a Jordan 4 has an Air Max unit, a Jordan 23, not 23, a 21 has an Air Max unit in it, you know what I mean? So, like the other day I had an argument, not an argument, but what would you call that? A discussion on. We asked the same thing. We were having like a little mini battle. We're like, yo, bring out an Air Max. So I took out the Jordan 3's Tinker collab, like with the Air Max collab, right? And they're like, yo, that's not an Air Max. I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, yo, that's a Jordan 3. I'm like, yeah, it has an Air Max unit. It's inspired by an Air Max, so it's an Air Max. So everybody was disagreeing with me. So what I'm thinking is like, all right, cool, they know better, So that's not an Air Max anymore. To me, that's an Air Max that has an Air Max unit. So now they're like, yo, I showed the 270 React, and they're like, yo, that's an Air Max. And then they took it overboard from there. And then so what they went on my IG, and they're like, yo, look, this is the Air Max. Look, got him. I'm like, no, half of those Air Max I bought to resell, to do a review. And there's another thing. I kind of didn't want to get into it, but I'm kind of gotta have to, because they did talk about it last night, and I'm gonna address it. What I do on my channel, right? I decided to do sneaker YouTube because I like doing it. I like bringing out videos. I like to show people if I get the shoe early, and even if I don't like it, and I'm gonna show you a shoe, I just want to show you guys what they look like to help you make a decision. Why does it care to y'all if I flip the shoe or not? So if I go ahead and be like, I'm not gonna wear the shoe, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna try to get my money back. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna wear it. Why am I gonna have 10,000 sneakers in my house that I'm not gonna wear? No, I'm gonna keep shoes that I'm gonna wear. And that's why I get rid of shoes. I don't need 100 shoes in my house. That doesn't make, just because I have 100 shoes in my house, that doesn't mean I'm a sneakerhead. You feel me?
I think there's two different approaches when it comes to that, as far as what we want to keep and show, because while there are some that buy everything to show everything, to have a video for everything, and they flip it, that's fine. Whereas mine is more of, I look at it as more of like my sneaker diary. I purchase what I like, and I'm gonna review it because I have it.
Exactly. So
I'm not gonna buy it to review it. I buy it, but because I bought it, I'm gonna review it. Versus some people buy it to review. Or they reviewing it. They just want to review it, so they buy it. I like to review what I buy because I like it. So anything I buy is always in my size because I want to keep it.
Appreciate that from Chicago for Chicago, man. We got a donation, man. So we got Screws in Texas, man. We love what you're doing, Topz. I appreciate that, man. For the $14.99, man. You already know, Screws, it goes a long way, man. Pause.
Isaiah also had
a good point too. Isaiah has said something about he goes based off whether it's hype or OGs. He's more interested in why you chose the sneaker. Is there a story behind it? Did it inspire something in your life? And I'm the same way too. People forget that there's a question that goes along with the sneakers they pull. I feel like no matter what the question is, when those sneakers get on the screen, it's a battle of what do you like more, no matter what the question was.
Mm-hmm. It's always going to be.
I'm not talking about like you have to weigh in because which is your most limited sneaker. I'm not asking you to now base on the sneaker off which had more limited quantities. They both were limited in different aspects as far as quantities. Quantities aside, again, which is the better limited shoe? They're both limited. It doesn't matter which one was actually more limited. They're both limited.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's just like, okay, well, which sneaker do you really actually like more?
I think that comes into play regardless. It's always going to be a vote towards which one is more liked.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got a question too. Do you think if it wasn't so much questions, but more so themes, it would take away a lot of the Jordan brand, like, people always going to Jordans? And do you think it would take away from like the whole, I'm going to vote on what I like more if it's more of like a theme question? Because I know Word mentioned before, like on the one she did, and they missile, they had a topic kind of like Diamond Club. And, people pulled out like Diamond SBs and like this and that and stuff that was glittery and, what fit the theme. And it wasn't a lot of Jordans that they said was pulled throughout that battle because it was more so like theme versus question. So do you think there's an actual difference of doing the themes versus the questions?
I think
I like the themes idea.
I think it opens it up to a wide selection. The only thing is you have a lot of people that don't have a diverse collection.
Shout out to Andres.
I think that hurts a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. And people, I think they don't think about the heart of the collection. I think they think, what's going to be hype? What's going to get me this win this round? And they don't connect to the sneakers that got them there, that has the passion. I can show you, my Travis Scott 6s. Yeah, I like them. Yeah, I think they're dope. They're Travis Scott, but you will hear me talk way more passionate about my Great 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's something I like more and enjoy more. And it's something that was in my like earlier days. And, there's a story I relate more to that pickup versus the Travis that I just hit on a sneakers drop, But
Mm-hmm.
I think the theme allows people to get into the heart of their collections.
Yeah. So they have a question. When do you start the battle? I don't know what day exactly I want to do them. I don't want to interfere with who has the heat. You know what I'm saying? Because I got respect for them. So I'm probably thinking about what, Friday nights?
Yeah, because I ain't not really on Friday.
So I'm probably thinking about Friday nights. But let's say Friday nights. Friday nights we'll have them down, and then just pay attention to Instagram. Instagram, I will be, putting all the posts through there and all that stuff. Topz World YT on IG. If you guys haven't checked me out there. Yeah. So Zaya, I wanted to speak about that. So he put me on game. I don't review sneakers no more. I give you my thoughts and opinion on it. Because honestly,
that's what I told myself recently. I'm not reviewing sneakers because I got my core purpose and I was like, man, I'm not doing a review. There's so many reviews on what the sneaker is, the color, whatever, the materials. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do like a style video since I'm big into the fashion side of my sneakers. I'm going to focus on more on foots and lookbooks versus reviewing the actual sneakers.
And that's what makes a content creator different from the other. Because I could come here and I could tell you,
there's only so many ways you could describe a shoe. There's only so many ways you could show. I mean, like when you're reviewing, showing a shoe, oh, you can swap with these laces. This is this.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what the box says. This what comes in the box. I mean, there's only so many ways you can say that.
I just show it and like because I do get shoes early, so I do show videos earlier than other content creators. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stunning or anything like that. It's just the facts. There's certain videos I do shoes that I do get that I want to show the people what they're looking like before it comes out, right? Because I get my hands on them early. Nothing against UBK or other bigger YouTube content creators, the What the Fours. Ain't nobody mentioned anything about the codes on the lacing until I dropped my video. Because I did my research and I looked at a lot of people who did so far before I dropped my video, I believe 5 people had their videos up already, like prior 2 to 3 days prior to mine's dropping. Mm-hmm. And I hit up AJ on the cell phone. I hit him up and I'm like, yo, did you notice that there's these numbers? What do they mean? And then he's like, yo, Google it. So I Google it. I put Jordan 4, what the fours code on laces. And then I found like an article on it. So I redid my whole entire video. I already had edited and everything. And I was talking to him on the phone. I was about to drop it. I was working on the thumbnail and everything. And once I saw that code on the laces, if you look at your what the fours on the white laces, there's a code, a color code on each lace.
Oh, actually, no, what the fours right here. But mine's is grade school.
You should still have them though. Look at your lace tips.
Oh no, actually, mine's is preschool. I got a size 3. Oh, I do have it though.
Do you have numbers on your tips?
Yeah, I do.
So yeah, look, if you were to take out the shoe.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Mm-hmm. Each one is a different
number.
It's just
style code. The style code of each shoe. So your left shoe will have the style code numbers of the black cements and the white cements on the left shoe, even though you have your motorsports and all that stuff on the shoe and the What was the blue one called?
Military blue.
Military blue force.
You had your
Yeah.
fire reds. You had your fire reds, and then you had your breads on one. You see, so like they have all the style codes on them, and I noticed that.
I didn't even notice that.
So I noticed that, and I was like, "Yo, what the hell is that? Like, what is that code?" Oh, I forgot. Somebody said, "Oh, if anybody knows the code on the laces, let me know." And then that's when I looked. I was like, "Hold up." Nobody else mentioned that. Only one person asked a question. What does the code mean? So I went in, I was talking to AJ. He had hit me up on FaceTime, and I told him, like, yo, I noticed there's codes on the laces. I looked it up, bam, it gave you the style code to all 4 sneakers that are in that shoe. So I was like, all right, bet. Nobody provide this information. So I went ahead and I was like, if you look at my what the for, like, oh, information, or some shit like that. So I always gave my thoughts and opinion on a sneaker, and shout out to Zaya for the idea. Ever since then, I felt like my videos are a little bit more shorter. I could get into more details, more B-roll shots, instead of me saying, because this shoe right here was the most hardest shoe to review for a lot of people. Oh, you got the military blues, you got the fire red tongue, and a lot of people got it wrong because we don't know exactly what it is. This you're assuming, or they brought out other sneakers to compare this sneaker to their breads, their militaries, and all that stuff, right? People were going crazy. But the shoelaces helped me out the best. They're like, okay, so these shoelaces came on this side of the shoe. Okay, so that means this has this. This shoe has more of this, and that's how I put my video together. Like, so ever since then, I just gave my opinion on it. Like, yo, I think this shoe is dope, but it's not my cup of tea. Like, I did the Yeezy Earths, right? I was like, bro, I don't think I'm gonna keep this shoe. I'm telling the people my honest opinion, bro, and people like embraced it. You know what I mean? So they're like, damn, Topz, I appreciate you giving us your opinion about that shoe. But look, man, I got the shoe right here for you guys if you're trying to buy it on StockX or Go, because I did buy the shoe for the day of release for retail. And then I sold them. I don't need that shoe. I usually go on Instagram, post it there to see whoever wants it. If they don't hit me within the 24 hours, I post them on Go and they sell quick. And
that's the thing too, because Zaya's dropping some gems now too. Like you just taught me something by you taking that little extra mile and thinking of something different to add to your video. Allowed you to educate me today down the line. I didn't even know the code was even on the laces. That wasn't something that was talked about a lot in a lot of videos, like you just mentioned. So I didn't get that information when even after I did mine. I don't know if I put one up. I don't think I did because I think I got mine late. But I didn't even notice that. And mine is still dead stock. So I really haven't seen it or really paid too much attention to it since.
Yeah, just how you broke out the laces.
But that's what I said too. Like, I'm trying to I have a live coming up too. I would love to probably get you on it too, Topz, if you don't mind. But basically a discussion about, I feel like sometimes creators put pressure on other creators. Sometimes indirectly, because everyone acts as if they have the same life and freedom to create when that's not the case. Some of us has kids, some don't. Some of us has wives, some don't. If you have a wife that takes care of all of the house when you get home, you can get to your sneaker room and create and probably not be bugged for 2 hours. I don't got that. Now when I got a 6-year-old who want to be up under mama, he want me to play with him. He want to play Mario Kart. And he don't got no siblings. So it's different for different creators. And I feel like we just need to be aware of the messages we put out sometimes, because it comes out really insensitive and it disconnects with me, because I'm like, I don't have the life that you have to do what you're doing, but you speak as if everyone has those options and we don't.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Like me, I do AC, man. I could get home at whatever time. Now there's a summertime is coming. I'm gonna be busy, so I gotta find. There's times that you can ask Renee and anybody who knows me like that. I will be editing 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and still go to work at 6:30 in the morning because I'm dedicated to this. You know, I want to put my option
some
out
people
there.
can do that, and that's another thing right there too. You said because you're dedicated. Somebody could be just as dedicated, but they know if they stay up till 3, they're not gonna get up at 6. So it's not that they're not dedicated; they just don't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's those little that, and not to say what you said was wrong, but it just goes to show like how the mindset is different with different people, and we have to be aware when we say different things because of how it comes off. Like you just said too, it's because you're dedicated. They could be dedicated too, but they know they a heavy sleeper, so they can't take that risk to stay up at 3 o'clock. And then
yeah, so that's why I mentioned. I know that's why I mentioned my state, because you're like, yo, I got my kid, I gotta do this, I gotta feed him, I gotta bathe him, I gotta put him, I gotta do his homework. Now with this whole quarantine thing, you got to do the homeschooling, so it's a little bit of a pain in the ass, especially for a mother, and that's why I respect ladies, because what I do with my kids is nothing compared to what my wife does. Like, bro, like I love my wife to death, and I always will, bro. And the stuff that she does for my kids is freaking amazing. I can't do it. So that's why I come home with flowers. I come home with this just to show her appreciation. You know what I mean? And even on days like I'll stop whatever I'm doing and give her a foot massage and do whatever I got to do to take care of her. Sometimes I should be washing the dishes more and this and that and the third, but she understands where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? She knows that I'm trying to build something here. You know what I mean? And she knows that I can be successful, and then she got my back. Because you got to think about it, man. My channel is not making the amount of money that for me to, for me to purchase these sneakers like the way I purchase them. So I depend on my like side work or stuff like that. So I do home watching here. I do plumbing work on the side. People ask me, "Hey, Adrian, you know how to do change a fan?" Yeah, give me $150 and I'll do it. Bam, that's my money for sneakers right there. Yeah. Now what I do is that I buy a shoe.
Side hustles.
I be doing like shifting like Uber and like Lyft and stuff like that. I used to go live doing my Uber all the time. That used to be funny on Instagram. And I just be, because I be home in the house and it's like, yeah, I could make a video, but I ain't gonna have no sneaker to make the video on if I don't really hustle either. Because like my main money is for my bills, savings, and what my son wants and stuff like that. I could buy sneakers with that, but my sneaker habits and taste is not of an average person. So that needs a little bit more cushion. It's not like we buying sneakers. I went from buying sneakers probably once a month, once every other month, to now buying it almost every weekend before the Rona, at least. If I didn't have the L's in my way, I would have bought sneakers every weekend probably last year if I did not have to take L's. Like I was working my ass off doing Ubers and Lyfts so I can have that extra money for sneakers and shit. And
I
was just
talking about that.
I think my addiction is a little bit worse. I probably would have at least maybe twice a week, 2-3 times a week. My habit was kind of bad. Mm-hmm. I had to slow. I had to slow down.
Yeah.
So you got you got to think about
like ideas, or even if I'm getting ready for like a video or something, and I have a lot of thoughts in my head, I would like write them down on a board and keep it somewhere near the camera. So if I need to like keep my thoughts aligned or refresh, I can just kind of look up and not look weird.
I got my board right there.
So yeah, I do the same thing. I keep my notes up just in case, and just to keep me aligned. And people think you're cheating or you don't know what you're talking about. But no, I just want to make sure I hit all the points that I want to address in my video without me having to do 1,000,001 bloopers in the process.
Yeah. So I got this thing. So let me ask you something. So all right, you're gonna do a review on a sneaker, and obviously, like Jordan, almost every sneaker that comes out has a story behind it. And if you don't know 100% of the story behind a sneaker, do you research it before you actually do a video, or you just go ahead and just freestyle it? All right.
I do both. I try to. I usually, because I always feel like I don't know everything anyway. I never put myself out there as a big encyclopedia or a big knowledge girl or nothing like that. And I think we have to be very careful with that. And I'm glad I've never done that, because I will be the first one to tell you I might know something, or I might know for what I know as far as the history of it, but I will still research it because there could be a little bit of facts that I didn't know that is still good to mention in my video. So I would still, it could be a Space Jam 11. I might not remember certain things off key because these are a lot of fucking sneakers, and they're dropping more colorways that are off of just OGs alone. So I think there's nothing wrong with someone educating themselves, and I think there's a big stigma on if you don't know something, you're not a sneakerhead or you're not knowledgeable enough. But the best way to be knowledgeable is to educate yourself. So if I'm taking the time to educate myself before my videos, what is the problem with that?
But you see, a lot of people, because the internet also too as well can provide false information. But let's say the Space Jam, a lot of people don't know what the Space Jam came about, like how it came about, and why it only showed up when the movie came out. Why the first time you saw the shoe, that when the movie came out.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know the history on it. So that shoe was technically the first Jordan 11 ever made.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I tell people, test me.
And then only because they're wearing it in the movie to release it because they didn't want it to drop before.
So what happened is Jordan came back. That's why the 2016 release came out with the 45 in the back. So so when Jordan, his dad passed away, basically Jordan didn't play either with a Jordan 9 and they skipped Jordan 10. He wore the 10 here and there, but when he came back with the 11s, the Jordan 11 silhouette. So the Jordan 11, basically, the Space Jam was the first sneaker to ever the first 11 to ever be made by Tinker, right? So they go ahead and they like, yo, here's the Jordan 11. He goes to play ball in it, and the NBA is like, yo, no, hey, that shoe is not allowed. It's not your team color. This, that, and the third. So then he had to play in with another sneaker, which I believe was with a 10 or something like that, for a couple days, and then they brought out the Concorde. Okay, so that's why the Space Jam has the Concorde colorway, like the Concorde purple and stuff like that. So what they did was they removed the upper and they made it a white, so it's a white and black shoe technically. So that's why the Jordan 11 Concorde has the 45 on the back too as well, because they put 45 on that shoe, and the Space Jam as well. So if you look at the Space Jam, the sample pair, it has 45 in the back. So that's why in 2016 we got the 45 on the back on the Space Jams. Also too as well, we're getting the high cut patent leather on the 11s now, because that's the true OG. The high cut patent leather.
Yes.
That's how they came out in 95 when they first
released. I like it better that way.
And there's a lot of stuff like that. A lot of people, I had to research that in order for me to know. I couldn't just know that right off the bat.
And that's the thing too. Like, that's not something when you buy a Space Jam 11, the dude at Foot Locker is telling you about. So it's like that stuff you have to figure out or know, or if you're not, like, I guess in those circles, it's not something that's just gonna come up in conversation unless that's a circle you kind of run in, where you guys always just talking shoes pretty much 24/7. But I wasn't a part of nothing like that growing up as I was buying my sneakers, so I didn't get a lot of backstories on certain stuff. We didn't watch too much basketball in my house. I knew who Michael Jordan was, but I didn't watch too much of what he did.
And I heard you explain about that when they were talking about how'd you get into the sneaker game. I forgot, it was in somebody's live you were in, and they asked you that question, and I liked the way you answered it, because you could feel it was a honest answer. You know what I mean?
And I got into it, And I didn't even know I was in it, to be honest.
Yeah. So, I appreciate that it's an honest answer. But this is the thing though, because last night they were talking about like, oh, because that's the only sneakers that I have. What if that was the only sneakers that I do have? Like, I'm not still a sneakerhead. You know what I mean? So, like, to me, a sneakerhead, if you have 10 shoes, but you're knowledgeable about a sneaker, you know how the Air Max came about, the I don't know, Jordans, Reeboks, Filas, all that stuff, how they came about, the story of Nike. What was the first name of Nike? Before they got called Nike? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people don't know that unless they watch like a documentary.
That's something I know, but I don't remember. Like, I know that there was a name before Nike, but it's not a detail that's at the forefront that I know on demand. It's something I would probably have to search again. But if somebody said, oh, Nike wasn't always called Nike, I'd be like, yeah, I forgot what it was called, but I do know it was something besides Nike. But some details I keep in the forefront, some I don't. I that's just how I am. To be honest, I smoke a lot of weed, so I don't know if that got something to do with it too.
Shout out to my potheads out there. And Sotelo in the building, King Tweezy. Hey,
But that's another thing though.
All right.
Do you supposed to know every single thing about a shoe in order to be considered a sneakerhead?
No, I think passion is the ultimate determining factor.
I'm gonna go say goodnight to my kids real quick. Hold it down for me.
All right. I think ultimately, passion is the determining factor. Yes, you would think you need to have a certain amount, but no, what if you can't afford a certain amount? You can have 0 sneakers, Renee, and you can know everything about every sneaker I own, and you don't own any of them.
Facts.
And that's not to say one of us are more qualified to be sneakerheads. It just shows 2 different types of sneakerheads. And I think that's what we need to put more out there. There's not one type of sneakerhead. Not everyone can afford every sneaker they see or want, but they can know what you got on before you know what you got on.
Exactly. I definitely
People who might not have
agree with
time
that.
to afford it got time to research and figure what it is out. Or like, sneaker enthusiasts. So OG, would you say the sneaker enthusiast is someone who doesn't have the sneakers, but is passionate, and a sneakerhead has the sneakers and they're passionate? Is that the line? If you have the sneakers, you're a sneakerhead. If you don't have it, you're a sneaker enthusiast. But the one thing they have in common either way is the passion. Correct me if I'm wrong with the thought process on that, but that's what I'm taking from what you're saying.
No, I definitely agree with that. It's just you have some people saying you're not a sneakerhead if you don't have knowledge. And I feel like you just said, I agree 100 with what you just said. You don't necessarily have to have knowledge to be a sneakerhead, but I do think you should at least know what each shoe is. You don't have to know the date, time, all of that type of stuff in order to be a sneakerhead.
True.
And what was that?
I think that's talking about basically what is a sneakerhead or what is that fine line. I think passion makes you a sneakerhead, but then the term sneaker enthusiast got thrown in as far as someone who has the sneakers and passion is a sneakerhead, and someone who doesn't have the sneakers but has the passion is a sneaker enthusiast. To me, I think it's a little too much play on the labels and circumstances.
Exactly.
And I think we're all sneakerheads. There's just different types of sneakerheads. And the one thing we all have in common is the passion.
Mm-hmm.
The knowledge is going to differ from sneakerhead to sneakerhead. The amount of sneakers are going to differ from sneakerhead to sneakerhead. The types of sneakers will differ from sneaker to sneakerhead. I could have every Adidas drop, but that's because I like Adidas. So because I don't own one pair of Jordan or one pair of Yeezy, that means I'm not a sneakerhead because I don't have nothing hype. I can know everything about Jordan. That doesn't mean he's gonna get my money. Adidas will get my money.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's true. That's true. Because this is the thing though, like a lot of people assume about others, which is okay, whatever. I guess, I guess that's a thing that's going on now. I don't assume anything about anybody, you know what I'm saying? I just speak on what I know about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of people were saying, hey, like, oh, that's only Top's collection. No, I'm not gonna show all my shoes. I'm only gonna show the shoes that I've shown on YouTube. You'll never see a sneaker collection video from me. Never. And I'm gonna tell you why. It takes a long time to work on, which I don't mind doing, but at the same time, I don't want to show all that because I don't know who's watching. I don't know who's watching that knows where I live and knows that I have a sneaker that he wants that he can't get, and he tries to break into my house. I grew up in the ghetto, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mentality is different. Shit, I got a padlock, I got cameras, I got the whole nine, man. I got anything to keep my family protected because of what I like to have in my house. And a lot of people envy other people, so that's why that's why in this room I only show what I have, what I've shown on YouTube, which is fine. Another thing is like, yo, why did people bash me for the damn Huarache? Do they know the designer that designs sneaker, the head honcho? To me, when you think about sneakers, Jordan sneakers, who is a designer who you think of? Like the person who created a Jordan sneaker. Who do you think of right off the bat? Give me a name.
I don't know, but I was thinking about your question, but I think what the Huarache was, I think, surprising, and I don't think when you actually pulled it out, it was a big deal. It wasn't until you said you don't buy Air Max because they were tight for your foot, and then people were like, but you wear Huaraches, which are tighter. So I think
not for me.
I think the Huarache wasn't in question until you made the Air Maxes tighter and you don't like to wear it because it's tight on your foot. So then it went back to, well, you pulled out the Huarache. Because when the Huarache got pulled, it wasn't really it's because it wasn't Jordan. I think it got a little flack, but I don't think it was, oh my God, like you pulled out a Huarache. It was just like, nah, like that Huarache's not gonna beat nothing that he about to pull out. But I didn't think the Huarache got as much negative press as what you're now referring to until you said the Air Max tighter comment.
Yeah. So the Huarache is designed by Tinker Hatchfield.
Hey, Enzo.
He designed before the Air Max came about. The Huarache came out first. You feel me? So this is the thing, though. Like, okay, are you really a sneakerhead? Like, so I pulled that shoe out because they say multiple color, and that to me, the Huarache is like one of the dopest sneakers to ever release. That Nike ever released it. It has that OG feel, the nostalgia. We're still rocking it in 2020. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Miami, so it's a shoe that is normally used in Miami a lot. So I was like, yo, Huaraches to me are a classic sneaker, just like somebody who rocks an Air Force One. You know what I mean? So like when I whipped out the Huarache, what I thought I was going to get was my OG people. But now they went with the hype.
And I know, and I think too, when you pull out something like that, what they didn't get, like you see, like you hear how you just spoke about Miami, you tie it into all this stuff. We didn't get that when you showed it. So it was like you showed it and left it to kind of float on its own. But when you have something like that, you have to not convince us, but you have to pull us in to why that is why you pulled it. Because it's like a Huarache, like, because it's such a Jordan-based group. So when you pull out something outside of that, I feel like if the question don't call for a story, still find a way to speak about why you like the shoe, why the shoe was purchased, why you have it, why you are passionate about it. Because had you explained all of that during the battle, you probably would have got, if not more votes, but just a more understanding of why you even pulled it out.
Yeah.
Because it was like, you got to ask the question, multicolor. Oh, what's a multicolor sneaker? Okay, Huaraches. Okay, Huaraches. What else? 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 What else Okay, well, why Harachis? There's plenty of multicolored Jordans you got, and
No,
why?
that
Not
was
saying that it was bad, but if you're not gonna pull out the Jordan, you gotta tell them why you pulled this out instead. You know?
Yeah. So basically, long story short, they also bashed me for the multiple colors. They say, "Oh, a Bread 11." I was like, "What? That's not a multicolor shoe." You know what
I
I'm saying?
mean,
Or the Travis Scott. No, to me, a
it
multicolor
is.
shoe
But
is
it's
a shoe.
black and white.
Yeah, but a multicolor shoe to me is green, purple, yellow on the shoe. You know what I'm saying? That's a multicolor.
You're
You know
taking
what I
away
mean?
the mid though.
Huh?
The
No, we're
multicolor
talking,
has to be what on the upper
He's
or
no, anywhere on the shoe. Like a multicolor shoe is like,
he's thinking more on the lines like iridescent or something, or
you
that
know,
has
to me, a
multiple colors.
colors. You know, multiple colors. That's a multicolor shoe.
you're
Is
thinking? I think you were
green,
thinking bright
yellow.
colors, or it had to be stand
No,
outish. But
so
red, black, and white is 3 different colors, so that's technically a multicolor.
so a sneaker that I wish I had was the Vapor Air Max Flynet multicolor. And if you look at that shoe, you'll see all the colors that it has. It has green, blue, yellow, red, black, white. It's multicolors. It has more than 5 colors in the shoe. You know what I'm saying? That's multicolor for me. Not 3 or more. Not 3. 3 is not a multicolor because every shoe has 3 colors. So that means I would have put out a Travis Scott. They're gonna be like, "No, that's not a multicolor." You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
So
and according to their rules, you could have, but it might not be what a multicolor is to you, but to them, it would have counted.
probably. So to me, like, I don't know, man. It's just it was a battle.
I see
Like
what
they
you're saying.
actually,
So when you say multicolor, I honestly thought it was, I would pull something like my Lately Made ones.
Mhm.
That's a
Something that
multicolor.
has a lot
I
of
Yeah.
wouldn't pull out nothing like no breads, to be honest. I would pull out something like a Lately Made ones. Because that's what I would think when I think multicolor. But according to their rules, once you kind of did some questions, then basically anything that had 3 colors would have gotten a pass.
Yeah. So to me, that's not a multicolored
Technically,
sneaker.
it's 3 colors, but it's not what we would consider to be a natural multicolor type of shoe.
So basically, where I'm trying to get to is this sneaker battle that I'm trying to do, Feats, is I'm trying to prevent that from happening. I want to be more detailed, more precise on the question, so that sneaker can relate to that question.
Mm-hmm. If you definitely have to be either more specific questions or be really good with the themes. I think honestly, if you mix a combination of questions and themes, that's a good aspect to look at. Too.
Yeah, I wrote that down.
Different types of and different depths of the collections depending on what you're asking.
And depending who's battling too as well.
And you would know the range and how deep to go because you're going to analyze or get a gist of the collections beforehand. That's one thing I don't think anyone's taking into consideration. What are you putting up against each other?
Yeah, so look.
That makes sense.
To Zaya, that multicolor, that's what it means to him.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that too. To them, it's what it was, but to me, multicolor is something that's not generally black or white and 3 other colors.
Blue to gray was a perfect sneaker. I wish I had that shoe. You know what I mean? But like I tell Renee, they're like, yo, look at these Jordan 1s. I'm not a fan of these new Jordan 1s. I'm not a fan. I like that SB shape on the Jordan 1 lows. On the Jordan 1 lows, I'm a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the Jordan 1 high OGs either. I'm really not. And I know a lot of people bash me because of that. It's like, yo, like Renee used to get on my head because I didn't like Yeezys. But then I finally found a Yeezy that I like, man, and it's the 380s.
Yeah, you got broke. I didn't like them until I got the Wave Runner. I was like, I ain't messing with these. But then I saw the Wave Runner. I'm like, yo, that shit kind of fire.
Yeah, no.
That's what I told them.
And I think the Wave Runner is one of those sneakers that got. I feel like there's certain sneakers in Yeezys that bring on a wave of new Yeezy lovers. Like the Zebra brought on a wave of Yeezy lovers, the Zebras. I feel like the Wave Runners brought on a new wave of, Yeezy lovers. certain like the Quantum, I feel like that honestly brought some more Yeezy lovers to the table.
Hold on, I missed a donation. Shout out to Trollmageddon, bro. Battle force you to sell the items of the shoe.
The idea of the
Yeah, the idea, sure.
Sorry, the idea. Sorry, my bad. I didn't finish 4th grade, y'all. Excuse me.
He says he wants to battle, but he wants to take it to the streets, cross the water streets.
You know,
goodbye, Tro. You gonna be in that water by your damn self.
He sure is.
So you look at battles like that, and you're like, you don't want to. You see the mistakes that goes on there, and you try to avoid those mistakes. So I grew up with the mentality of learn from your mistakes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I've always learned to be better than I was yesterday. You know what I mean? And I bring that to my editing, to my job, with my family, with everything that I do. I'm not going to say I'm the best, but I put myself in that mentality that, I am the best. You know what I mean? So, that's a dope battle. Trollmageddon against Super Duper Rupa. I think Super Duper.
When Joe said that, that's immediately the first thing that it came into my head. I said he should go against Rupa or some shit over like fake. That's the first thing that came in my head. And Daniel Blake asked you, I was about to ask, would you guys watch UA battles?
Hell yeah.
That would, that would be
funny, honestly.
But you know what? That would be interesting because they look so close to the real thing.
I think if it was somebody like Rupa, because of his personality, the shit would be funny as hell. But it's definitely not something everyone can just do in battle. That's definitely something I can see freaking Rupa winning ultimately. Battle of the UAs.
I don't know, but we don't know what Tro got. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what Tro got under the table,
But if you got a you get clown. Well, Rupa doesn't get clown because he doesn't try to act as if they're real and then he get exposed for them being fake. He lets you know straight up, no chaser, that they're fake.
You have to throw Cove in that too.
Yeah, but at least Cove lets you know that what he does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he lets you know it's also comparison vids.
To be honest with you, Payne got trolled nasty, like real nasty, with the whole ordeal bringing out the fakes and stuff like that. And one thing is like keeping it a buck, like like with me with the whole Air Max, I apologize. I'm like, I'm sorry about the Air Max situation, like I really did, and they still ate me alive. You know what I mean? And that's what pissed me off. That's why I left Rep's live, because it pissed me off because it was continuous. Like, I said I admitted to my mistake and my apologies. You know what I mean? Like, let's keep it moving. And then the next day came, and the next day came, and it's something that is stupid, man. Like, I'm starting to feel like a lot of the shit that goes on sneaker YouTube is I don't know, like high school shit, elementary school shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It don't even be really necessary, but it's people that have to spark something, that have something to talk about, that have something to do. We're at a time where at this point people are forcing arguments just to, have something to say. And it's unfortunate. And especially now, even the topic of the men versus women, it's like, it's going to be dragged out because there's nothing anyone has else to do.
Yeah.
But
and I would like, I don't mind having two women battling each other, a man versus a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to have 4 people in the panel to judge the sneaker.
It's always good intentions on the creator's end, but it's always the chat that makes it a man versus woman thing. Or I don't think you would get much. I don't see what you can say about women versus women. They might try to pin the 2 women against each other. But I think even if we smack talk, us women can walk away from it and be like, okay, it was a battle. Duh.
Oh, we got Jumper Man Chris in the building.
Hey, Jumper Man.
Hey, Jumper Man.
Topz, you got served. Shout out Jumper Man Chris. We got my boy Joe in the building. Keep throwing small jabs after. Yeah, you know, like.
And that's because again, too, they don't. We had a time where any little thing is gonna get dragged because there's nothing else. At this point, people are forcing arguments. They're teaming up with people they hate just to survive this Rona thing.
Yep, facts. It's something to do different, man. Look, check this out. And it's facts, bro. The internet is based off people's opinion and all that stuff. And I whatever. I can't get mad at that, bro. You know, I can't get mad at that. It's something that I've always acknowledged as a YouTuber, that I know people are gonna talk bad about me. I know people are gonna see something they don't like, and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? I've learned to be okay with it.
I don't know what I don't know if Zay was in earlier when we kind of spoke about the kind of, I think he did, but I just probably don't remember what he said. And even Jumperman Chris, I would love your thoughts on this because you're also a creator. But just to kind of circle back to the kind of women thing, like, you know, yeah, we all have opinions, but do you think it's something that we need to take under consideration as a community, that we need to hold some of these reckless ass opinions accountable, or just let them ride?
It depends how bad they get. Like at this point, I will say something. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the whole coming at women thing, like, it's unnecessary because, you know, like Zay said, you know, let him talk. He'd rather be talked about poorly than not be talked about at all. And that's him. That's his preference. Us as women, we don't come on the YouTube for that. So that's a big deterrent. Whereas I'm trying for women to be comfortable, and then as soon as they step into, there's been a lot of women that I've been like, oh yeah, you know, I'll be watching this person's live or I'll be in this live. They'll come in and then there's some bullshit and they be like, I ain't going back in there. And then they never come back to the YouTube or consider the YouTube aspect. And it's like, it's so much of the disrespect, public disrespect to women, that's crazy to me. And then when the same thing that they're supposedly mad at us for, they do not address with any men.
Facts. That's part of the reason why I haven't started my channel. And I've been asked several times, when you going to start your channel? When you going to start your channel? And I'm like, but it's real though. I feel like, why do I have to prove anything to anybody to watch my channel? I'm saying as far as, oh, if you're not pretty enough or anything like that, it's not, how can I put it? People aren't really paying attention to your content. They're looking at you.
Mm-hmm. When it comes to the women, it's our looks first. You know how much of you ugly niggas that do videos that's ugly as fuck, but I don't put that in the comments. I don't care what you look like.
Yes,
it's a lot of niggas that ugly.
Exactly. Huh? And then it's so much, like you said, the disrespect, the drama. And it's like, I don't have time to go back and forth. Like I can, because if you push me, I'm with the shit. But at the same time, I got better things to do. Why am I going to sit there and entertain you?
You don't want to be forced to defend yourself. You don't want to be forced and backed into a corner to get out of character, because it's like now it's getting to a point where it's unbearable. And you have people that are just standing on the sideline. Like, you know, and what they said it perfectly. That's like, if somebody's standing there and call your mama a bitch, you're not going to walk off.
Yeah.
I might not be your mama, but I'm still a woman at the end of the day.
Hey, exactly. So, like Daniel Blake says, my mom always told me I was handsome. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And that's what counts, is mama. You know? So
a lot of y'all do not look good. Y'all don't know how to dress. Y'all ugly as hell. Oh, mom calling me. 11:30 at night.
That's facts though. And it's like, why does any of that matter?
So here's where it starts. Hey, Cap'n Gaming, I ain't joining Skinny's live, bro. I hit him up on his cell phone and he didn't respond. So you want to talk to him like a real man? He didn't respond. So is out there.
No, he's not gonna respond. He only wants to talk when he's on live.
Live, which whatever it is, what it is, I don't care. What's it called? So yeah, basically, you know, the sneaker community definitely needs to change the mindset of a lot of things, and that's why I put my sneakers away. I put them in my closet. I organized my closet. I put all my 97 sneakers that I own in that closet right there, and I still got like 15 more in my bedroom closet because I couldn't fit it. So I ordered more drop fronts so I could put it in there, organize it a little bit so I can see it. But I took it out. I took it out of my sneaker out of the room here. There's no sneakers or anything. I'm remodeling this whole thing. I ordered tables on Amazon, you know, to organize it, you know, like Tony D style, you know what I'm saying? Like the vintage style without the drop fronts in the way. Because if people really going to mess with me or what I'm going to put out, and this is when I'm going to see the people's true colors about me, then, you know, I'm going to put away my shoes. Because if you're going to judge me for what I got behind me and not what I got in my hand, telling you guys what they're hitting for, then you really just at my channel to see what I got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, showing the shoes display is real nice, but everybody has that. All content creator has that. I stated in the beginning, I came here to be different from everybody else. I came here to be different. I want to be different, and that's why I do my little dancing on the on feed. You know, I do my little things. I try to be funny in the videos in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to bring that laughter. I want to be that joke. I want to see in the comments, damn, Topz, you a fool. Oh, my God, Topz need a singing contract ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of content I want to push out. You know what I mean? I want people to be like, they pissed off and they're like, man, let me see what this man's got to say about this shoe.
That's what I did too. I think I had the same kind of thought process with you too on that, because I used to always have my sneakers in the back. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't doing this. I moved it. And now when I record, it's like I'll have my TV and all of this stuff in my section area in my background, and I'll be here now. So I'll put something as far as my channel on the TV up as I'm recording or something, or I record here so you get my artwork in the back, but I stop recording where you get my wall in the back.
Thank you, Zay. Appreciate that. Yeah, man, because, you know, having your display in the back, I feel like you having a different kind of room compared to everybody else will make you different. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I like the picture, like that off-white Jordan 1. That's just fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather see that than your whole collection. I don't know. That's just my opinion. You know,
because at the end of the day, we all kind of know what everybody got. We've all seen, like, if you have a wall, you've taken a picture of your wall, you've posted it at some point, probably. You know, we all know what people with walls have, in a sense, because it's somewhere on the page, somewhere in the background, you know, somewhere. So it's like people kind of, not that people are keep up to date on my collection, but it's like, yeah, I don't need to see what's in the wall every second, every day. Like, and I think that gives your videos a different take when you can, even if you do use the wall, it don't got to be the wall every video. You know, you could move back and forth around your room. That's why you got the room.
Yeah, that's why you have the room. And I always thought of changing it and all that good stuff. But check it out. Look, I'm gonna share something with you guys, not to brag or anything, but I just want to show you guys I'm different compared to like these other content creators, and nothing against them. No backslash or anything. I just want to be different. It's just me. It's just the way I am. I'm different, bro. I go to work. I go to my job and everybody's wearing boots. Guess what? I ain't wearing boots. I'm wearing some comfortable. I'm different. I do my job different. The way I put stuff together apart, I do it different from everybody. Everybody's sloppy. I'm not. I'm organized. I like to zip tie. I like to, you know what I'm saying? I'm very precise with my stuff. And I always teach my kids to be the same way too as well. My wife is the same as me. Like, we're very, if you come to my house, everything is in its place. You know what I mean? It has its place and stuff like that. But I want to show you guys all these people that talk crap about me. You know what I mean? They talk crap about me, and they don't appreciate what I put out. But I want to see them do something like this. You know, I want them to take the time and do something like this. And once they keep talking, so this is my channel. I'm not gonna clap myself. So we're gonna go ahead and zoom into this bitch. There we go. And I want to show you guys something. This is my on foot to the DMPs, and it's just different, you know. So I look at myself and I like I'm editing my videos different. Bam, bam. Everybody has they step here, they turn around, they step here, they turn around, they step here, right at the bottom of the shoe. Look at me, man. It looks like I'm dancing to a freaking the baby song and shit. You know what I mean? So bam, you know I rock. Bam. You know what I'm saying? Different, bros. That's why I love. You know who I love like really like a lot. They're on foot. Is freaking Orchard Beach. You know what I mean? Orchard Beach.
Oh, wavy.
Crazy. Yeah, wavy. Bam. You see that? Did y'all peep that out?
Yeah.
Look. Peep that. Peep that. Peep that. Peep that. Look. Bam. Blue jeans to black jeans in one clip. You know what I'm saying? So like, bro, I put a lot of work into my shit. And for people like to bash me, I dare y'all to do this. You know what I'm saying? I dare y'all to.
And that's what I was pushing on too. And I said I want to get out from just the review. I want to get into the fashion piece because I put a lot into my fits, and I want to focus more on the outfits I have.
Peep this.
I'm also in front of my sneaker wall, but I'm gonna go outside with it.
Yeah, there you go. Outside with it, bro. The outside visual is awesome. The reason why I don't do it is because I'm doing my videos at night.
Yeah, that's another reason why a lot of my on foot had to be inside because it would already be dark outside, and if I wanted it out, then I have to do it early.
You know, so you know, I try to put people on game if they ask me. If you ask me for help with anything, bro, I'm the first one there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, I've always been the first one there, and you can ask anybody, bro. Anybody that's asked for help, like for sneakers or whatever, I'm there, bro. You know how many content creators hit me up? Yo, Topz, you could get these early. You could get these early. You could get bam, 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 bam. Like, and I'll help people out, man. I help on my boy Chaotic Kicks, bro, all the time. Whenever he asks for me for an early sneaker, I got him. You know what I mean? So it's like
I need to get your early plug.
Yeah, so you know, like a lot of people are like, "Yo, Topz," but like they hit me up and then they don't like the price or whatever. But majority of the price what I get them for is what I charge the people whoever wants it, especially if they're my peers. You guys are my coworkers. You know what I'm saying? So if I could get something, I'm not gonna make money off of y'all. You know what I mean? I make my money off of GOAT. Like that's where I make my profit off of a sneaker if I do sell it. You know. Oh, that sweep around, yeah, bro. Ain't nobody, bro. That takes me time, bro. Like edit, you know what's up, Isaiah. Editing these videos, like my on feet takes me longer to do the regular review. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know, man. It's just a lot of people get misses. Yeah. They judge people without knowing them. You know what I mean? And all that stuff. So it is what it is. I know there's somebody out there right now talking shit about me because I can hear my ears buzzing. And but it's all good, bro. At the end of the day, if they ain't talking shit, bro, that means I'm doing something right if they talking shit about me.
Yeah, and honestly, like I don't think we're ever gonna escape people not talking bad about us or not agreeing with us. And you know, like I've even had a guy who was in one of his, I was like, oh, he thought I was one of the worst female YouTubers. Okay, you don't have to watch me. It's literally that simple.
Facts. So it is what it is. I appreciate to be on that list too as well. So
true, yeah. It takes time.
This chat.
But yeah, when I be going live, you better pop out for my lives too, Zaya. I don't go live too, so I'll
you
let
should,
you
man. I think I enjoyed the Queen.
Everybody always says I should go live. I always have like good things to say. I keep it real. I keep it funky.
I feel like by you doing that, you know, like when you're talking about you switching jobs and all that stuff, you know, it's a milestone for you, and it's something that you're recording it, and you're sharing it with the people who care about
Yeah.
you in your channel. And I've always thought that was unique from people. I share everything. When I got with SolePremise, I know it's not a big deal, but it was a big deal to me. Shit, now I'm with.
I just try to. I have a fine line of like letting on too much what I have going on, because the reason why I really kind of fell off recently, my son was involved in something, and that needed my immediate attention.
You don't have
and
to get too much details if you don't want
to get a call from, and you know, I battled with, you know, sharing what happened and whatnot. I think personally, sometimes for me, it's easy to just say my piece on things and let it be that, and then, you know, move on. And sometimes I think, you know, they're personal, but I feel like on my channel, as far as who I have on there now, is people that, you know, do care for me, want to see me win. So I feel like I don't mind sharing certain things with them, you know?
Facts.
Even though I know somebody could really watch it, take it, and run with my business. But I'm more so telling it for the people that do support me and watch me, like, why they haven't seen me do videos, why I haven't been going live. And to be honest, you know, y'all see me on IG, I'm goofy, I'm funny in my stories. But that's what I have to do to kind of take away from the serious things that I do have going on. Because I can't get the time to sit in front of the camera and do certain things, but I can get the time to kind of post a meme in between to make me laugh and chuckle. But I you know, my son went through something, and you know, I thought that was gonna be probably the last time I was gonna see him. So, you know, we went through that, and thank God he's safe, he's alive, you know, whatnot. But
well, I'm glad all that turned out towards the more positive side of it. And you know, a lot of people.
Same here.
I can smile today because he you know, he went through it, but he was just so happy-go-lucky, and you know, I got my little wound, but I'm good. Like he didn't just go through that, and I'm over here trying to panic, but I can't panic because he's looking at me all smiles, and I'm just like, man, I gotta be strong for my baby right now. So he came in the house playing with Hot Wheels and stuff, so I was just like, man, it was scary as hell, but he's just so laughing and giggling right now, I can't break down. So I had to, you know, be strong. But you know, you have to have shit going on, and people don't when other creators speak, they don't take into consideration how sometimes the things they say, how it comes off and very insensitive, and oh, if you don't come out of this with a new skill. Not everybody ain't at fucking work. Some people still gotta work. You know, so not everyone has the free time to create, even though they're a creator.
Facts.
Hey. No problem, Zay. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, he got category clap.
So, yeah, we know. Still on the way to pass all these people.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be in that. Shout out! I won the first one. Hey, Zaya's back on that one, bro. I want a rematch. I know Zaya wants a rematch.
I'm gonna get it. I gotta talk about that Jeopardy thing because I heard my name came up, but I didn't get in your behind because of how you handled it, and it wasn't like I did get word about it, and they definitely let me know it wasn't rude on your part. You weren't trying to come for me, and it was just more of like a funny thing. But I did hear about what went on with your question. But I'll come on and be on the Jeopardy. I thought it was funny when I heard the story. At first, I was like, Tro, oh no. I talked to Tro. I'm about to get in his ass because he know I don't play that shit. But then when they was like, calm down, because he was being funny, I was like, oh, okay.
Eric, man, no worries, bro. I got nothing to hide. Like I said, people hit me up on the DMs and I respond, bro. Like I'm nobody better than just because I do YouTube, and Feats and Trees does YouTube, and Renee, whatever. Anybody has a question about anything, man, I have nothing to freaking hide, bro. To be honest with you, you know, I'm all about taking care of my people, the people who support me. And hopefully as my channel gets better, I can do stuff for my OG subscribers. You know what I'm saying? The people who are following me and still supporting the channel and want to see us win, man. And one thing I could say is that I do talk to the people who support my channel. And you can ask anybody here. Like Chicago Kicks can tell you, Alexander can tell you, Danielle Blake, Perm, Ron Mexico, a lot, bro. I talk to a lot of people, Jules, like people that support me, bro. Like, and they're always watching my back. You know what I'm saying? They're giving me ideas about certain things, man. I'm always gonna do whatever they need from me. If they have going through some trouble, I got their backs. You know what I mean? And that's why I keep doing this, bro. Like, real talk, I enjoy it.
One thing I do want to say, Topz, I think you're a rare gem that, you know, I feel like on YouTube, some people's characters aren't made for YouTube because we're too much of a genuine people. And I think we represent two different spectrums of where we come on YouTube and be our real selves, but due to the system of YouTube, it makes us harder to be our real selves. And I feel like you're on the very nice, sweet side where people try to take advantage of that. And I'm on the very raw, uncut, I'm going to tell you, kiss my ass, go to hell, ASAP. But because we are like that, it makes us harder in our own individual journeys. Because I feel like a lot of people, they talk to you, but I think sometimes I don't want to say you're naive. I think you sometimes try to see the good in people too much.
Facts.
When certain
I give people a chance.
And when certain things go off in your head, instead of kind of maybe this is the person's true colors, you try to think of an excuse. Like I said, even with the IBA thing, like you said, that's your homie, that's cool. That's not what friends do. You don't start the fire. It's different if somebody made it and he reshared it to partake in the kikiing as a community. I could understand my friend doing that, but as my friend, don't go make thumbnails and this and that and be the creator of the buzz if you're my friend. And I feel like you might think someone's your friend and they think you're their associate. I wouldn't say they don't think you ain't shit to them, but I just think you put people on a higher level than they put you. And you got to be careful with that in the YouTube because you exhaust the goodness that you are bringing to the community.
Yeah.
By not
see IBA was
in good ways.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember that, but IBA used to be on my neck because of something I said about you. He got mad at I don't know, I think he assumed I said something about you or whatever, and I was trying to figure it out what it was because I was always on your lives on IG, on YouTube and shit like that, and I never.
There was it was like every time you came in, you guys like he would always.
Yeah, he was always on my neck.
To me, I don't think you did anything to warrant all the backlash you would get when I remember like every time he would come in, he would come for you, and I'm like, why you keep doing that to Topz? Like, what did he do?
Yeah, so I guess because I don't know, I guess he didn't like the way my energy was towards you or something like that. I really don't know. Basically, everybody in your circle ain't for you, Topz. You just have to have a good heart and like what you like. Facts, T-Mac.
I agree, T-Mac. I think people, especially because you get the early looks, I think people try to use that to get close to because they know you have a good heart, but you're not thinking, you're not trying to see the bad in people, so you don't think that way, and that's fine. Not everybody's like that, but I think you have to be very careful with your good spirit because I don't want you to keep being in situations where it chisels at your good spirit, and then now you don't want to do nothing with nobody, or you realize you start moving differently because now you're getting tired of people chiseling at it.
Yeah,
and you might not notice it happening today, but it happens with people over time.
Yeah, that's true. So
I think YouTube just shows you who people really are. Some people say they fronting
good
for
night,
YouTube
Chicago,
and they different, off YouTube. But I think if you do what you do on YouTube, You do the same thing off YouTube. So if you come on and shade me on YouTube, you'll shade me off YouTube. So
Facts.
to me, it shows me who you really are.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
See, this is I'm gonna get a little bit deep into it. I'm gonna go back into time. So I've been through a lot, right, in my life, as a person, as a teenager, as a kid. At 14, there was a drive-by in my neighborhood. I lived in the projects in Hialeah, and there was a drive-by, and I was outside playing basketball, and I got shot by a 22 on my leg, right? Um, I was very fortunate not to die, whatever. It was a 22. I went to the hospital right away. I got airlifted to Miami Children's Hospital, and I was able to get that bullet removed and all that stuff, right? So at uh, at 17, 18, I was, to the point in baseball where I get drafted right out of high school. And I don't mention this a lot because it bothers me to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? The one time I did talk about it was on Skinny's one of Skinny's live, is because somebody recognized who I was. So I don't like to talk about it because it brings bad like memories to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have been in a different position right now at this moment. But at the same time, it taught me how to be a better man, like towards my wife, towards my kids. So I look at problems like that. So I never ended up signing an official contract. So that's why people can't find information on it. So when I didn't sign the official contract and I saw that my life was over with the whole baseball career, that put a toll in my life. We're talking about cocaine, fucking around, not doing shit. You know what I'm saying? I was a bum. So what happened was I had a friend of mine that was really wealthy. He gave me a chance in life, in the sense he helped me get back on my feet. And then that's where my wife came around. My wife, I was a bum. I didn't have a car. I was living with my mom in an efficiency, like a mother-in-law suite type shit. And my wife didn't see me as a scumbag or a bum. She actually made my life better. She gave me my first daughter, Jamie. And my mentality came different, man. I started looking at people a little different. Before I used to hate people. Now I don't. And yes, I said cocaine.
Okay. I was gonna laugh. They're so silly.
Dog, I'm surprised that Daniel Blake that hasn't popped out yet. Did somebody say cocaine? So,
But I appreciate you sharing that story. And I feel like honestly, I feel like a lot of creators have those type of stories because we've gone through something early on and then somehow have found a way to have this passion in sneakers and end up, finding a way to turn that passion into being on a YouTube channel. So I think a lot of us honestly have some type of, story. Some of us have silver spoons, some of us don't. But I think we can definitely tell those that's been through the mud or, had to overcome some stuff. Luckily for me, I have never been caught for anything. So I've never had to kind of go through certain things because I just haven't gotten caught.
Yeah.
And with my dad was never there, shit like that, and just a bunch of other shit, even past relationships. Everything has its toll on people, and I think we forget sometimes that we are people at the end of the day, and It doesn't hurt to be kind. It doesn't hurt to. Hi, hey Topz, how's it going? How's your day? How's the channel going? I know we don't talk every day, but I'm just spreading some love and positivity today. I hope you have a great day. Stay blessed.
Yeah.
And sometimes I go around and I will just randomly hit people up that are on my timeline that I haven't spoken to in a while, or I don't talk to everyone every day, but that doesn't mean I don't see what you got going on. It doesn't mean I don't support your grind. But every now and then I like to, especially ladies with my show, I always like to check in with them like, hey, I see you still got your business going. I see you still doing this and that. That's what's up. I'm proud of you, girl. I like to just drop those every now and then to people that I've had good, experiences with and good times with. Because, we don't talk every day outside of our meetings. Like Renee, we met. We don't talk every day, but every time we speak and see each other, it's always a good time. It's like we just saw each other today. I still need. Oh no, about the time. Still need to try these oxtails. That's Grace.
Hey, look, I want to show you something. So basically, when you get into the league, they give you a bunch of bats to sign and stuff like that. So that's one of my bats. It has my name on it and stuff like that. This is a Major League Baseball. I broke my palm, so they designed this bat. Like if you look at the barrel, like the handle. So basically, because when I bat, I used to put my hands like that with a regular barrel handle. So they designed that barrel so I don't break my hand when I hit the ball on this side of the bat. So stuff like that. I got a glove that's like $500 that I didn't pay for and stuff like that. I thought I was gonna make it, man. I thought I was gonna be big and all that stuff, but it is what it is, man. And I look at people like Skinny and stuff like that. He texted me. He told me to keep his name out his mouth. I don't give 3 shits. You know what I'm saying? I was just warning.
Says the guy who talks about everyone every night, anytime he wants. Get the fuck out of here.
So I don't pay no mind. He could expose me if he wants. He could expose it. And whoever wants to believe it, believe it. If they got questions, they can hit me up. You know what I mean? So the matter of the fact is, like, I deleted my Facebook because of I have my family in there, and the last thing I want is to happen to me what happened before, like people sending me pictures of my kids being with Skinny, my wife was Skinny, and shit like that. So I'm like, bro. So I deleted my Facebook. I deleted a few pictures, and I just kept my stuff. Just my brand stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because people can
be. You shouldn't even have to do that. It's unfortunately sad that we can't even have our personal lives, in whatever space we decide to share it, and it be fine. And we have to worry about our kids, our jobs, our everything being subjected to a nigga who didn't like my opinion. Like, if you don't get your ass on.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people on YouTube for the wrong reason, and that's why I appreciate people like Zaya that takes notes and puts it out there. You know what I'm saying? And I've been rocking with Zaya for a long time. He just found out like a year ago or something like that. Because I reached out to him.
Someone say go.
Yeah, he's back on the fuck shit. I don't care, bro. Let him say what he wants.
Don't respond. That's his MO. He talks about you to get you to talk about him. And then when you defend yourself, he makes another video about you defending yourself. It's like, bruh, how you call me a bitch? I call you a bitch, and you more mad than me. You call me a bitch first.
Oh, we got Word Custom in the building. Hey, do you have her email by any chance? Hey, Word, DM me your email real quick. Danielle says, "Don't worry about it. He needs donations." Yeah, man. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
If it's her name, like how mine is. Let me check my Gmail.
Oh, she sent it right here. She got it right here. I could just grab it from here.
Man, that's right. They're like, he be on some, like, you ever seen that meme where he be like, you want some nut shit? The nigga who got like all the patches and he calling him patches. I think it was a video in Philly, and the dude was in a car riding past a kid on the street, but the kid had mad patches in his head. So he was like, where you going, Patch? He's like, and then he like told him he on some nut shit. And that is exactly what I think about when I think of that man over there. Like, you on some nut shit. Like, you come at people left and right, up and down. You basically got a microscope to some of these niggas' ball sacks. And then when they ask you to kindly remove your microscope from their ball sack, you're more upset that they want you to remove your microscope. It's on my ball sack.
Yeah, but this is the
Like,
thing though. Like, okay, you had the encouragement to talk shit about me on a live, but why didn't you answer your phone like a real man? You know what I'm saying? Jersey hit me up. Like, obviously, he has something to say about me, right? And I guess it's for the tube. Jersey hit me up on Instagram and tells me, yo, if you got a problem, hit me up. So I hit him up. I was like, yo, I don't have the problem. You're the one that made a live about me saying I'm a clown and all that shit. I saw you took it down. But still, like, you know what I'm saying? You said you were gonna do a research on me and this and that and the third. Like, he went in. So
and my thing, why do they do this family thing? Like, this whole, like, it was, and I guess they can definitely answer this, or even Renee. I don't know how long you've been watching YouTube, but at least before me, was that always a thing? Like, did it always get this far to where they would like call people's jobs, and was that how it always kind of went with the drama that came and left? Like, I wonder if word.
All right, y'all. So if y'all don't know who this is Word Customs, man. She does a lot of unique things. Make sure y'all guys check out her Instagram page for some dope content there. Shout out to Words Custom. I appreciate you coming by, man. I appreciate that and letting me be on your live today.
For sure.
So
support everywhere, you know what I mean?
Oh, we can't hear you.
You can hear me? Oh crap, hold on. Might be my thing.
But to answer your question, Feast, no, it hasn't always been like
can you hear
that.
me now?
Where, you know,
You can hear me now?
calling people
yeah, I
jobs
can hear
and
you.
things like that. It hasn't always been like that.
You
I
can
don't
hear
think
me?
Renee can hear you, but me and Topz can hear you. Go out and come right back in Word.
I can't hear her either.
Yeah, me and Topz can hear her. She gonna go out and come right back in.
So yeah, like the stuff that you see going on, like people trolls and all that stuff, like going at other people, like I really don't appreciate that, bro. Like real talk, like that's some fuck shit. Like that shit right there is like.
People always say, "Oh, have thick skin" until it's done under the microscope. Like, you can tell me all the jokes are funny because they're not about you, but once the jokes are about you, you don't like it.
Oh yeah, facts.
Is it working now?
Oh yeah, we hear you.
Yeah,
you loud and clear. You loud and clear.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was the car audio.
Verizon commercial. Can I hear you now? Can you hear me now?
That's why I was like, I was wondering, like, I was asking where you got on, like, if it was always like that on YouTube as far as with the drama and, like, you know, coming at women like this and all the disrespect, even coming at people's families, posting people's grandmothers, kids.
Oh, people posting like that? That's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Honestly, it's worse on other styles of channels. What Skinny does is he encourages the idea, and then the chat trolls and does it. Yeah, because he'll say, "Oh yeah, go do this," or put this emoji here, or call this person's job there, or go find me pics of this person's family, and then they'll all go out like little minions and come back to him with the information.
Oh, that's some cult stuff.
Yeah, that's why I told you not to go over there.
Yeah, because he was in my DM, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not trying to talk bad about Skinny because I don't know him like that, but you know, he wanted me to go on the platform and talk about it, but I can speak for myself, so if I'm going to talk about something, I'm going to talk about it on my own platform first, and then if I choose to go somewhere else, I will. But you know, I've heard nothing but a drama associated with him, so I was like, I'll feel it out for myself, but you know, I don't know what your intentions are because you've never reached out to me up until this point, so why now? So I had to question that. So I'm not saying he's a bad person. I don't really know him, but I haven't heard good things. And, you know, he came at me and told me don't let people like Topz and a couple other people he named influence me on not coming on. And I'm just like, well, nobody's going to influence me. I'll make my own decision. But right now, I'm pretty much...
You can watch any of what he does for yourself and see he's a piece of shit.
Right. Yeah,
like, we don't have to tell you that. You can really watch it yourself and see he's a piece of shit.
Right.
And I thought it was so
funny.
funny.
The only time I seen him was when he fell asleep. That was the only live I ever seen him when he fell asleep, and I jumped in.
Yeah, actually, the person he fell asleep on is on the chat. Right?
And then, too, how you say, I don't disrespect women. I just tell it to the women directly that I don't like.
Right.
So,
I get what he was saying, I guess, with that. Like, if you're having an argument, like, I think men and women can have disagreements. It's just, like, you know, obviously you shouldn't, like, you know, call a woman a bitch or, you know,
you don't have disagreements. He's disrespectful.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. It's just I told him I was like, I don't think I want to go on anyone's platform and really speak
Basically,
on it and you know in that manner. Like I'd rather move on, stop giving this dude light, and let him be a clown and let everybody see that he's a clown.
Facts. So word. So
I think if you're trying to get a woman to come onto your platform, the one thing you don't say is, "Hey, I do disrespect women, but at least I tell it to their face."
Right, not a good selling point.
That's definitely not encouraging.
you know, like this is the thing though, like, and this is my thing, and this is an opinion I'm gonna state it, and I'm gonna just state it now, and this is something that I'm gonna always hold. You know, I'm always gonna honor this. What I'm about to say. When somebody talks about a person or like how what he did to me, he talked to me, and I don't want nobody to feel bad for me or anything, because it is what it is. I put myself in that position. I should have listened to certain people, and Feats and Treats was one of them that told me about it. She warned me. Right.
Me and Tom sat on the phone for almost an hour and a half, and I told him what I went through with Skinny. I told him, Topz, do not go on that channel.
And what I said, no, he's a cool guy, this and that. And I say he's a cool guy.
Good heart, good boy. I could change the world mentality. Thinks he's got any shot at changing Skinny. He goes up there, you get slaughtered. Same thing I told you was gonna happen happens, and they left you with the shit in your hands.
So, you know, and then Zaya the other night he talks about, you know, he's capping. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool, about the whole Ron review shit. I donated to Ron so he can stop. You know, he can tell his people to stop trolling me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get away. I'm trying to focus on what I gotta do. And he said that all that shit was fake. You know, that beef shit was fake. So I felt salty about that. You know, I was like, all right, cool, motherfucker. You put me through some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you gonna play that game. So that's why when you said that gave me the fuel to tell you to not fuck with him, just because I fuck with you. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? Hey, don't go over there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, yeah, you have no purpose there. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest with you, what you do for your platform.
That's how you always present it. Oh yeah, so you can have a platform to say your piece. I don't gotta say my piece on your goddamn platform. The fuck is you?
That's it.
So he sends me a text message threatening me and shit, and I was like, all right, bet. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So it's something that is that I thought it was retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it was fake beef, but he made it seem like it was, and you bash me out like that. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So Skinny, it's just dirty, dog. Like, it's dirty work, and I don't agree with it, bro. I didn't come to YouTube for that shit. Like seriously, I thought it was all fun and games, but then I started seeing they started coming towards me and stuff like that. People hating on me, people bashing me. I'm like, damn, there's no way I can grow a channel like this.
So cool to you in that hurricane, that tornado.
Yeah.
And I try to tell you before you got warped into it what was going to happen. You cannot think that this man has not thought of every way. And even if you find a way to get the upper hand on him, he would just go out and flat out lie on you to create a story to get him back into the lead, in a sense, in his eyes. He'll just
check it out. I don't mean to cut you off, Feats, but I don't want to talk about that man anymore. You know, he's not worth my energy. If he wants to expose me and people want to believe it, then by all means go ahead, bro. Like, I want to see what he got against me, but I'm not gonna talk about that man. Shout out to Tromageddon, you know, for the donation. Anytime he talks about you, he basically him begging you for attention. So yeah, so he's not gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I'm not here for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to show off sneakers. I'm here to talk about sneakers, and I'm here to talk to my people about sneakers. You know what I mean? He could do that over there. You know, he transformed his channel to that. So, you know, whatever, each his own.
Exactly. I'm finna slide up out of here, Topz. It's been 2 hours.
Shit, for real. Hey,
So I got definitely some discussion topics for videos I have coming up, and I want to have different people on for different, so I get different people on, I get all the people that I do want on a chance to be on at some point. So you'll definitely see something from me pretty soon, inviting you to one of them tops. For we need to so.
I'll be there.
And, hey, I didn't know you was willing to at least come on screen, even if you're not doing face, baby. So you gonna get one of those too.
No, I come on screen. It's just tonight, I was.
Oh, okay, because I never
catch
you actually on screen with one.
Wait a minute, I'm in quarantine mode.
The quarantine mode, the quarantine style.
Quarantine and chill.
Yeah, but no, I come on all the time.
Yeah, she always comes
all the time.
Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely send you an invite to one of these coming up because I think we need to start changing the conversation. And Mr. Miller made a good point. Is you see how we had a really good conversation and we hit some really good points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We don't follow up. We don't reiterate them again. We reiterate the drama 24/7, but we don't reiterate the change that we want to see 24/7. We'll talk about the change when it's happening. We'll talk about what we want to do, what we want to see from the fellas, but we won't necessarily follow up in a week. Well, I see you in about 4 chats. You ain't said shit about women empowerment yet. But, just we stay on top of the things we want to see actually happen. Because we always know all the negative shit going on. But if we want to see the change, we got to stay on top of the change we want to see.
Facts.
That's my last gem I got for tonight.
Preach to him.
Preach to him. Amen.
I've been preaching all night. I feel so proud of myself. I'm not being that little rat.
That's definitely how I feel. And it's funny, like when I was seeing people in the comments in my live or what they saying, saying oh, they like how I talk or whatever. I was like, I don't know if people thought I was gonna come on there like some ratchet dot just on some now fuck all niggas. Like that's not me. I'm not here for that. Like I like everybody until you give me a reason to not like you, and that's just it. Like, don't disrespect anybody that I consider friends or family. And even, like, I didn't know Topz, and I made my post with the Hirachis because I'm like, bro, it's 3 weeks, and you guys are still trying to eat off of this. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to post my Hirachis because I love Hirachis since high school, me and my brother. Like, so you guys will keep going in on the joke because it's not a pair of Travis Scott 6s or this, that. Like, all y'all care about is hype. Everybody and their mother had on Travis Scott 1s in Dallas SneakerCon. Be an individual.
Mm-hmm.
Was it called? Yeah, I saw the people, the amount of people that support you on Instagram, and I found that like amazing. You know what I mean? And,
that was definitely amazing.
I don't disrespect anybody for no reason. I don't troll. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into that. I gotta.
And that's not a post you would typically even like see on Word's channel. So when you see something like that, it's a not necessarily, it might not be necessarily serious to her, but it's something that definitely needs to be addressed.
Right.
Because that's not something you would ever see her even really shining light to or giving someone like at the time of day. But because it wasn't your first time, and that's what thing too, like everyone who does agree with him about we're salty, this isn't the first time he's taken that shot at us directly. Because it's been another live where he said it, we let it go, we let you live. But when you didn't get the shoot to movement, as some people call it, then you said it again to get the reaction.
Yeah.
And then you act even more crazy when you get it. Like what type of drug is that? Stick to the weed, please.
More than weed.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's like crack cocaine.
I don't know, but hey, words. What do you expect out of a sneaker battle? Like, I want your opinion. What do you expect out of a sneaker battle? Would you rather? Let me refer my question. What do you rather see in a sneaker battle?
A fair battle. Like, I want the people running the battle to have it together, and that's not to take a shot at any battles going on now. It's just if you have these rules or implement these things, like in your battle, they use the timer on the screen once, and then kind of fell away from it. So it's like use that for every round. Like every round kind of had its flaws. So I want to see consistency. I want to see a fair battle. If you're gonna have a battle where you allow anybody to participate, you have to make sure that the questions are feasible for everybody in the battle. You can't do a year question if you're allowing people, maybe I just started collecting in 2017. Doesn't mean I don't have, heat or whatever, but, if I can't answer a dated question possibly, maybe I don't collect Jordans and I only have, foams, so I can't, you know what I'm saying? So you have to make the questions kind of diverse and good for everybody to be able to fairly participate. And then you also have to be a regulator of your channel if you're going to have the platform. Like, you can't let people disrespect. You don't have to, check everybody, but just be like, hey, we're not here for that. We're trying to have a good time. Anybody acting crazy, like, you got to go. Just as a mutual, like, because they're basically making battles not fun anymore. They're making it as if, like, whoever wins this battle is going to get their rent paid for a year. It's not that serious. It's just for fun. They're mad at Topz because he's having fun with it. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
I don't understand what your beef is with me. You call me on my name, I'm gonna act like y'all didn't hear it. I'm addressing it.
Well, that's because, like what she said, she feel like
Who's listening to that?
for having edits on your platform.
Here we go. They talking about it again.
Are they talking about me? Because I heard IBA say I called him out his name.
Yes, on Ghost Live. Here we go.
I knew and I saw
designer kneecaps. Chill. He does this all the time. Stir the fucking pot after it's already done and been stirred.
And he was in my live talking about hey, you need to just brush it off. This is the stuff that makes me mad. You coming to me, DMing me, messaging me saying, hey, you're bigger than this, let it go. Which I am like, I don't do this often, which is why people hit me up because they're just like, yo, you okay? Are you okay? Because you don't do this. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm not bothered. I'm not upset. I'm not hurt. I'm disgusted, which is why I'm speaking on it. So you're coming at me saying, hey, just let it go. He's a troll, whatever. But then you're still trying to feed off of this platform.
Yeah, UBK.
Like, IBA has
UBK's
yet to hit me up. Like, he has my phone number. We talk. We fucked with each other. And I did call him a bitch. I called him out his name because he kept pushing me. And I told him, I was like, bro, you can't troll and play with everyone. If I warn you and tell you to stop playing with me, now we're not playing anymore. And I'm going to address you accordingly. And that's what happened. But now he wants to go cry in everybody's inbox about that situation instead of coming to me.
Yeah.
So you get what you get.
Try not to play that just in case if they try to clap the channel for voice.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I just took it off.
Yeah, so I look at situations like that, you know what I mean? Like, bro, if people could just be straightforward and just come at each other, like if you have an issue with me, I expect you to come at me and tell me like, yo, Topz, this, that, and the third. Like, bro, I get a lot of people that will DM me or send me a DM or something like that because I misspelled something on my title. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that instead of them bashing me about it because it's a simple mistake.
If you're genuine with the love, you'll give me constructive criticism or come at me in a way, which is what we did in that battle. We went to the runners of the battle in their personal message. We didn't make it a broadcast post. So, there was, we weren't trying to embarrass anybody, but it got passed around and then got made into lives. So now it looks like we're out here crying. Like, because you guys were running your mouths and posting everything, we came to you individually.
All right, so I got a few notes here. I'm gonna put it together. I'm gonna see if we can probably. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an Instagram post of the sneaker battle, and then shout out to C Vlogs in the building, and I'm gonna do an Instagram post to see who wants to be in the battle, the battle. And we'll go on from there. We'll see who wants to be the first the battlers. See who wants to be the first people to battle, and then we'll go on from there. Hopefully, somebody wants to join and have fun, bro. Because that's what I want to do. I want to have fun with it. I don't want people to be like, oh, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Like about it. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. We're gonna get it, but I want to keep it like very, very minimized.
I'm sorry. I gotta get out of here. You're not gonna be calling me no hoe and no bitch.
Wait, that's what's happening?
Yeah, so I'm out of here, Topz. I'm not gonna have that.
Right.
No, I gotta go. Don't sweat it too much.
Yeah.
All right. So I appreciate you having me on. I'm mad that I'm even having to leave to address this bullshit again. But that's what I'm not about to have. You're not about to be calling me no hoe and all of that out my name. You don't know me. You don't know any YouTuber I've slept with, which I actually haven't. So, again.
Goat Weezy is live on his page.
Okay, I understand
No,
that.
that's who's doing it. Oh, you're asking who's doing it. I thought you were looking in there for it. It's not in there. It's on Goat Weezy.
Yeah, so, I'm going to slide and go handle that and put niggas in their place again.
Yeah. And I gotta slide only because I gotta drive home. But yeah, bro, just DM me. I'll shoot you my number also, so you can hit me whenever you're gonna go live again or whatever. Like I'm always home. It just happened that I had to come out and get this toilet paper.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So yeah, but just hit me up. I'm totally down for the battle. Whatever you want to do, just DM me, and I'll shoot you my number.
All right, no problem.
All
right.
Thank you for coming by.
Thanks for having us on top.
All right, no problem. All right, looks like it's getting messy again. All right, SneakerFiles.com, man. So hold on, you're hosting a sneaker battle. Yes, I'm hosting a sneaker battle. I want to I want to do a sneaker battle. Everybody's doing it, and I said, why not? You know what I mean? Sneaker battling right now is what's in. That's what's trending, and that's what's popping right now. I'm seeing a lot of people. Joe wants to get in it. C Vlogs. Zaya's asking when is the first battle. Friday, next Friday, we're gonna put that in. We're gonna promote it all this week. I'm gonna promote it all this week to see who can we get in the battle and stuff like that. Need to hit me up, Topz. Yeah, man, I'll hit you up on. What do you want me to hit you up on? Instagram, Twitter. I think I do follow you on Instagram. Let me see. So yeah, man, is something that that I want to do to the channel, and basically, go on from there. Make something happen, make it unique, make it fun again. Because from what it's looking like, there's a lot of controversy going on. So I'm just trying to do a positive sneaker battle and stuff like that. Make it fun. I'm trying to make the sneaker battle great again.
Make sneaker battle great again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see stuff like this, going on, and I try to avoid it. I don't care. This man can talk all the shit he wants. At this point, I really don't care. If people want the truth, they could just hit me up.
I mean, I agree with that, but you already know. You already know my thought. You already know my thoughts on that. That's something that I don't care to talk about or entertain. So on that aspect, so I'm gonna keep it that way. So moving on.
Hey, facts. I'll be there tomorrow, Tro. Be there tomorrow. Sneaker Files, man. I appreciate that, bro. That'll be awesome, man. To be honest with you, that'll be really awesome. I just DM'd you. So yeah, man, I'm all about positivity, bro, over here. I'm trying to keep it that way. And I just want to keep it moving, man. TK, bro, what's going on, man? Yeah, we're talking about a sneaker battle, bro, and sometimes you get people's different opinion because they got opinions, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? It's just it all depends how people take those opinions. Everybody can take words different. It's like what Zaya says once again. I'm only responsible for what I say, not for what you hear. So that's the motto. I like the way Tony did the hit sneaker battle with Bull. Have five shoes, different categories. Yes, stuff like that is what I want to. I want to do, but on a live form. You know what I mean? So, doing a sneaker battle like that, I think we could get a lot of people together that would like to be in a battle and that they won't be bashed on, and that's the goal. The goal is like, hey, you can bring a sneaker that people won't judge you by. That's the whole goal of the sneaker battle. Because I would like to see a New Balance beat an Air Force One or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. For example, a lot of people they're not diverse in their collection. A lot of people think New Balance is trash, or like even Sauconys or Sauconys, however you want to pronounce it. Asics. You have so many different brands that have dope sneakers.
Yep.
And I feel like, you have some people that aren't, they don't like Jordans, period. You have some that are into, just strictly design, high designer shoes.
Designer shoes, yeah. I like designer shoes. They're just uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's something with, to me, European sizing that is just funny to me.
Yeah, facts.
So I agree with you on that. But I think that's something that I would like. And it's kind of hard because most people are Jordan fans to be like, well, at one point where you were saying, well, let's not make it, all Jordan, or let's not make it Jordan at all. I think that would take out a lot of people because even though a lot of people love Jordans, you cannot have Jordans. I just don't think the battle should be Jordan based.
Base. Facts. Hey, Sneaker Files, I have a question if you're still in here. Sometimes I like, I like to support the people who do content on YouTube, right? And I'm based off of a lot of I like to do like sneaker come ups like how you do. And basically I would like to use your source as for like upcoming releases because the way Sneaker Files puts his videos together is unique because he actually talks about the sneaker that comes out and the story behind that sneaker. You know what I mean? And I like that. I watch all his videos, man, and it's like him talking about the shoes being pushed back and this and that, and for him to keep coming out with that content like that, and it inspires me to be honest with you, in the sense of when it comes to like sneaker talk. So like a lot of his information I use on my video. You know what I'm saying? Like especially if I talk about a sneaker that's about to drop or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
On the lives and stuff is because I pay attention. I pay attention to a lot of stuff like before bed and all that stuff. I do my my homework, on certain things that's going on. So, I just give my thoughts and opinion about a sneaker, and I just move forward with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see how the sneaker battle turns out. Hopefully, we could get good content. Good content. God damn it, good people to freaking battle on here.
You're good.
and hopefully it'll be fun. I want to make it fun. I want the chat to have fun with it. Hopefully it can work out. All right, hold on. I'm gonna put the link here for the chat to join if they want to join real quick before we get off and see what they think.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, okay. You did put it in there.
Tells me what's because people out of jobs, but
oh, that makes sense.
Facts. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Hold on a second. We got C Vlogs in the building.
Yo.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's good, bro?
Chilling, man. Trying to do big things over here, man.
I see you, Topz, man. I'll be watching, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. Yeah, you pretty much see me come out from the, from when I started to out here where I'm at right now.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Man, I'm watching your live, and I'm watching Go Weezy's live, and Feet's over there is going crazy, man, on them boys.
Is she in the chat or in the panel?
Nah, she's in the chat. She's I mean not in the chat, in the panel, my bad. Yeah, she's actually there, bro.
Oh wow. See,
Yeah,
after it's Feats, she's a tough one, man.
yeah, man. Nah, I just wanted to, just stop by, show my appreciation, what everything you do, bro. And I know you got something, some sneaker battle that you want to do. You count me in, bro. I'll play for fun,
Oh hell yeah, man. And it's something that is I'm trying to do, not to discriminate that person or anything like that. We'll try to make the battle fair, compared to what people have in their collection. We basically, what I want to do is ask, hey, what do you have mainly in your collection? And the person that's also trying to battle be like, hey, what do you have? Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna try to put you two guys together to battle. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
And then we'll go on from there. And then we'll have judges up in the panel to kind of like rate your sneaker that you're showing. And
Okay.
hopefully it goes well. So we'll put something together. Maybe you could be the first battler.
I'm gonna be the test run.
Yeah, you could. If you don't mind being the test run, we got C Vlog.
Nah, I don't mind, bro.
And it's all positivity, bro. At the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm thinking about doing something where I'm looking at somebody to sponsor the live and stuff like that, which is pretty dope. So I'm looking forward for that.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, count me in, bro. I'm always watching. Believe me or not, but like I watch everybody. I watch everybody, but I just suck at leaving comments. But I watch everybody, bro. Like I even watch your video, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate that, and that's something that I try to do, is catch up on a lot of people I mess with, content and stuff like that. So I saw that you got your store going.
Yeah, yeah, I do.
And I thought that was pretty dope from you. And I don't know if I congratulated you or not, but since you're here now, congratulations on the store.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, congratulations.
And by you putting it on your channel, and I know you were gone for a minute.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, you were gone for a minute, and I know it was for a good thing, man. And you when you put your mind into something and you accomplish it, bro, you should pat yourself in the back, regardless what anybody says. You kept it true to yourself, and like you changed a lot of people's thoughts and opinion about you. You know what I mean? And
when I went to SneakerCon Fort Lauderdale, it kind of like opened my business side mindset to get into that type of business, reselling sneakers, because I was always the sneakerhead, even like, fresh out of high school, because, when I was in high school, I couldn't really afford, all the sneakers, right? So as soon as I started working, I just wanted to get what I couldn't get when I was in school. So since then, I was just collecting sneakers, having sneakers, and I think you said in one of your lives that you like wearing your shoes for a little bit and then you flip them or you set them, right? Like
if it's a shoe that I know I'm not gonna wear anymore, I'm gonna get rid of it.
Right. Yeah. Like me, I don't have too many shoes in my collection because I like rotating them, if that makes sense.
Facts.
Right. Okay. So like I'll keep like a nice 20, 25 the most. And if I don't see myself wearing them, or if I haven't worn them in like a couple months, I should say, it's time for me to get rid of those and get ones that I've been looking to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
this is my thing, though. I got like over 97 pairs in my collection right now, right?
That's a solid number.
So let's say, for an example, I wish I have less. So right now on GOAT, I got like 20 some pairs in GOAT right now.
Okay.
And that's gonna help me bring in money so I can buy other things that I really want. You know what I mean? Yep. So, and then I also do my little side work here and there because I'm not gonna rock all those sneakers, bro. I wore them once or twice, and I just move on. I just go in and do what I have to do with them. Now, people agree with it, they don't. That's my problem. You know what I mean? I shouldn't not be a sneakerhead because I flip my shoes. No, I got shoes that I want to keep. There's shoes that I want to have in my collection to keep until I'm still breathing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I look at people like that flip sneakers and stuff like that. Like, why not? You're not gonna wear them. Why
Yeah.
just get rid of them? Why are you gonna keep something that is gonna be disintegrating and all that stuff? Nah, let somebody else enjoy them. You know what I mean? So that's the way I see it.
Yeah, it does, bro. Man, well, I appreciate you having me on the panel. Just wanted to stop by, say what's up to the chat.
No problem, man.
say
Y'all
what's
go
up.
check out C Vlog, man. Y'all go check him out, man. He's in the chat.
I appreciate everybody. Shout out to Zaya. I think he was in the chat earlier. I'm always watching his stuff, and I feel that I should be giving Zaya and you Topz my cable money because I watch you guys more than I actually watch cable.
Shit, facts.
So I'm gonna start donating y'all my cable bill.
Yeah, facts. Well, nah, you can keep it, man, but definitely that's funny.
I do, bro. Like I don't even watch cable. Like I got all the ESPN. Like I got the full pack, and I don't even watch that stuff, bro. I'm watching more YouTube, so I watch more YouTube.
How's the vintage your vintage business going too as well? Because I know you're doing vintage clothing as well. I know you've always been big to that in the thrift shop.
Yeah. I'm still doing that, but right now since like all the thrift stores are closed, all of like where you can get like vintage shirts and stuff, it's closed because of this coronavirus.
Yeah.
So right now I'm focusing more like on local cash outs. So that's what has been working for me. Since like I'm always buying like every single day. Like I don't got time to put it in videos because I like sticking to like the YouTube and like the buying and selling. I don't really put that too much on my YouTube channel, if that makes sense.
I think you should, bro.
Yeah, it does.
Like, I think you should mix that up to your channel, bro, because I think that's what's gonna make you stand out.
Yeah, I was thinking of mixing it a little bit, but I don't know, man. You know how YouTube is, you know how the trolls are, they're gonna pick something out of it, like start getting hate on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the vintage shirts, I mean it's going pretty good. Like my shop, it consists of vintage clothes and sneakers, right? So those two go really good because once somebody buys a pair of sneakers and if they see a nice vintage shirt, then they'll
really okay.
But yeah, man. Thanks for having me on, bro. Like I gotta finish editing tomorrow's video. You know what I mean?
Oh, facts. Hey, I got a question, bro.
What's up?
I remember that video. I forgot what sneaker was it. Was it the UNC patent leather women's? The young man, these people were trying out, man. That video was awesome. You put that shit together pretty good. I was like, oh man, this nigga's gonna get robbed.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, yeah, that's a story right there, man.
That was dope, man. Y'all go check out C Vlogs, man. Y'all go check them out.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Topz. I didn't catch the girl's name. What's her name?
Feast and Treats and Word Customs.
No, the girl that's here on the chat.
Oh, Renee.
Oh, Renee. Hey, nice to meet you.
Oh, same here.
All righty, thanks. Topz, whenever you want me on the game that you're gonna have, just let me know on Instagram.
I'll let you know, buddy. I'll let you know.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man. Keep doing your thing, bro.
I'm actually gonna write you down right now.
Sounds good, man. Salutes everybody. See you later, Topz.
Later, brother.
Later, man.
C Vlog. See, that he has a unique name too as well. Like it doesn't have like a kicks or some shit like that on it. Yeah, man, that's what it's hitting for, bro. So anybody in the chat got a question? What y'all think about the battle? What y'all want to see in a battle? Let me know, man. I want to know. I want to know
Yeah,
people's
that's a good
opinion.
question. What do you guys? What would you guys want to see?
What you trying to say? I don't know. I'm actually sleepy as hell, man. 5:30 in the morning. I was up. Man, I got 6 dislikes and 45 likes, man. I appreciate that, man. We got 22 people in here strong, and we going in. And but yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about, man. Let me know what you guys think. Just have fun with it. I don't get too technical.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, just have fun with it. Oh, Gucci says beaters. You know what?
Beaters.
No, but you know what's funny? Some people have some beaters that are some gems.
Yeah, I got a few beaters myself.
I don't know why, but there's a lot of people that have some gems some beaters that are gems.
Yeah, I got some beaters myself, I'm Gucci. That's a good question too as well. I'm beaters. So I got a few notes down, man. I'm probably gonna drop a video tomorrow. I'm doing the court purples tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I use my UNCs to take out the trash. Shout out to my boy Joe, man. Joe is hilarious. Beaters make money. Facts. They do, because I wear them to work. Yeah, man, I'm gonna tune out this live, bro. I appreciate you guys freaking pulling up, man. I appreciate the donations, everybody donating and all that stuff, man. That goes a long way. It helps the channel out. Make sure you guys check out everybody that was on the panel. And we're about to get out, man. We're about to leave this joint. I appreciate everybody joining, man. And Renee, I appreciate you joining the live as well. But
No problem.
we out this thing, man.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.